Hey guys, so we're back, and it's like, are you feeling better, Matt? Actually, I am, and yeah, I am. But I've been sort of. Here's the thing, like I'm not. I've been working. Well, basically, like Let's see. How shall we put this? I've been. Well, first of all, how shall we put that? I want to make sure that that's fine. Yeah, I've just been. Shit. Wait a second. That's funny. Darn it, Matt. Did this computer better stay steady? Yeah. No. Okay. No. Yeah. No, I'm better. Feeling better anyway, and yeah. But it's been a while, like in terms of like. See, this is an example of the bounce back, where you can be feeling fairly down, and if you are, oh, hold on, this is fairly, if you're going to go through it in a good way, then you'll probably end up feeling better. But you just want to kind of, I don't know. I think this is a good advertisement. It's funny because in the previous one it was like, oh, is that a good advertisement for your stream? Or not for your stream, for like, what you might suggest, like, because you don't seem like you're feeling great. It's like, here you go. Earlier today, pretty good, and then, had a little bit of a tough interaction, and it was like, yeah, feeling it. And now here I am again, pretty good. And so, so we persevere. Let's get to the end of the part that we had gotten to. Alright, and this is about where we got. Here we go. You are dismissed. I'll take care of this. I'm not sure quite where we ended. Yes, sir. Well, close enough. Good enough. Uncle Artania. It's good to see you, Princess. Please follow me. The Regent is waiting. Oh, okay, here we go. And so we should have a Moogle somewhere around here. What's this guy doing? I'm taking the day off. You look a bit tense. Why don't you relax a bit and listen to my story? Come on, you'll love it. Hey, you know what? that sounds fine. What were we just talking about out there a few hours ago? A couple, whatever. Feels like a while ago, but Oh boy. Yeah. You know, it's funny, so many of the people who say like, I'm worried about you or something like that, it's like they don't seem concerned about you at all. What they're doing is taking a chance to get like a little dig in on somebody. And in my case, it seems like there might also be like a series of other layers of like, I'm not even quite sure what it is. It seems like a Truman Show. It seems like some kind of stalking or something, but I'm not sure exactly what it all amounts to. But it seems like something. But in any case, yeah. It's like, yeah, man, no, how about... Pro tip, if you don't show understanding to somebody, then basically, look, if you don't actually care about somebody and you say, like, you present something as if you do, that's pretty fucked up. Come on, you'll love it. This is your only chance to hear it. Okay. Okay, here it goes. When I was 27... Zzz, zzz. Oh no. So yeah. And here's the thing, there is another aspect to this, and that's Stefan Molyneux talked about it. I've gotten a lot out of what Stefan's done. I think it's funny because I guess I'd probably fit into the camp of Stefan disappointed, but I still have gotten a lot out of what he's done. Like, if I met Stefan in real life, I'd shake his hand. I'd probably say thank you. But in any case, Stefan said something like, well, basically, like, you want to be a good advertisement for what you're talking about, because if you're like talking about freedom and you're talking about truth and like goodness and stuff, but it looks like you're not having a good time. And look, I'm not the biggest fan of just keeping up public appearances. I think that's a big part of the mess. But if you're talking about freedom and you're talking about truth and whatever and goodness and it seems like everything's going kind of poorly for you. Now here's the thing. There may be a lot of forces arranged against you. For example, well, here you go. Luke Skywalker or many people in movies, like characters. They're not like riding around in space limos usually. I mean, often they have some kind of cool stuff going on, but usually there is a sense of kind of like rough and tumble. But you like to be inspiring. If you're inspiring, if people, basically, you want to be a good advertisement for what you're talking about. And I'd still suggest, you still look, be honest and be good. Whatever the case, if you're honest and good, you're winning and you've won. As long as you're honest and as long as you're good, you're winning. And indeed, for the amount of time that you have won. And beyond that, you've gone head and shoulders above so many people. Like, at least I hope that everybody turns honest and good today. And then it'll be like, well, yeah, that's kind of normal. But if you're honest and good, like, based on, like, let's say going back thousands of years, but maybe at least going back like 5 or 10 years in terms of what I've seen. If you're like, but probably my whole life in terms of like what I've heard about and like sort of looking back and stuff. If you're honest and good, you're so far ahead of the pack that you might as well be on your second lap. Welcome to Lindblom. Welcome to Lindblom. Okay. Hey. Oh, that guy looks like Jeff Daniels. Oh, yeah. Lindblom Castle has 3 levels, all connected by this lift. From the base level, which lies below the mist, you can take a trolley to the harbor and the back gate. Oh boy. Ships hardly arrive at the harbor anymore since travel by air has become so popular. The mist poses great danger, so we've sealed off everything. Just above the base level is the mid-level. You can ride the air cab from the mid-level to go to town. The upper level contains the royal chamber and conference room. Access to that level is restricted because the regent himself resides there. Hey Dagger, what's Regent Sid like? I lived in Lindblom for a while, but I've never met him. Regent Sid is very wise. He always thinks ahead. He may seem a bit odd at times, but he is very dependable. He and my father were best friends. I wonder if he will even listen to what I have to say. Don't worry, we're not leaving until he does. We will arrive at the upper level shortly. Sire, Princess Garnet of Alexandria wishes to see you. Princess, is something wrong? The regent isn't here, and I don't know who. Take a look at that. Take a look at the throne, rather. What in the world? Guac, guac. Guac, guac. Yep. Greetings. Oglop! Oh no! Sire! What? What? Dagger, what's wrong? Why aren't you talking to... Jeez! That's an Oglop. Wow. Even the Oglops are big in Lindblom. What is the meaning of this? How dare you greet the princess like this? Get that repulsive bug off the throne immediately and call the regent. Please settle down. You are before the regent. What? Enough of your nonsense. Steiner, stand down. I remember that mustache. Is that really you, Uncle Sid? Yes. Greetings all. What? I am Sid Fagul, Regent of Lindblom. I knew it was you. I recognized your pendant's description. It's so much like my falcon claw. I'm delighted to see you again, Garnet. You have truly become a fine lady. I, on the other hand, allow me to explain. About 6 months ago, someone snuck into the castle and attacked the regent in his sleep. Unfortunately, we were too late. It's like Kafka. The regent has been transformed into an Oglop, and his wife, Lady Hilda, was abducted. My goodness. Whoever pulled this off had to be highly skilled, like me. I bet it was you, or I'll bet it was you. That's not possible. How can you be so sure? Do you know who we are? Of course, I may be above Guac, but I am still the ruler of Lindblom. Oh, Sid, I appreciate you seeing me on such short notice. I desperately need to speak to you about my mother. That's what I figured. But I'm sure it can wait till tomorrow. Why don't you all get some rest for today? I love that. Hey. It's time for lunch. Please follow me. can't stand the food at the castle. It's way too high class for my tastes. How can anyone get full on this stuff? Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm looking to have a relaxing rest of the day anyway. Oh, you know what? What time is it? Okay, 3:22. Let's say maybe until around, I think maybe around 4. I don't know. That's probably a good time. So that'd be like 38 more minutes or so. Let's say 36-ish just to get it a little early. So that's 15 plus 36-ish. That's like 25, 35, 45. Okay, so a little after 45 or so. Oh wait. And then actually a little after 50. And that'll be fine. Because I'm looking to, I'd like to sort of snipe what I have tonight. Oh, snipe? Yeah, it's a term for doing, well, in this case, sort of a term for like, actually, it's interesting because you kind of know what you mean, but in any case, I'd like to do a couple things earlier. And if I can do a couple things earlier, then I can have kind of a relaxing night, and I'd love to have one. And then tomorrow should be a pretty good day. Tomorrow I've got some good stuff going on. Could be big, could be huge in a good way. And yeah, so sorry for this little intermission here, but okay. How can anyone get full on that stuff? The cheap food here is a lot better. Today's special is soup du silence. Not bad. Yo, Pops, I love the stupid special. Who said that? Zidane. I figured it was you. Have you been? All right, I guess. Have a seat. Your soup will be ready in a minute. Do you mind? You're standing in everyone's way. Wow. Hey. Yeah? Do you want a drink? How about you and me go for a cruise on an airship? Really? An airship? Sounds like you've never been on one. You know, Lindblom is quite a sight from high above. Oh boy. Hey, Muggy Tail, you're disturbing the other customers. What the? You've got a tail too, Ratface. Ratface. After I finish my drink, I'm gonna kick your butt. Hey, Zidane, take it outside. I could watch Mr. Robot tonight. You know what? Matt, how about you do this? All right, I'm making my little plan for the night. First of all, okay. Second of all, I'd like to watch Mr. Robot, and I'd like to finish Mr. Robot. I haven't finished it. It would be the episode. Let's do the episode before the Evil Corp catastrophe. Yeah, I don't wanna say too much, but check out Mr. Robot if you get the chance. I mean, look, there's certain tiers of TV shows, and so you have like Mad Men, then you have like, you know, 2.5 Men, and then you have like Two Broke Girls. I think 2.5 Men actually has some level of quality, even though it's famously like, oh, that's a bad show. Then you have like Two Broke Girls, where it's like, you know, you could see some quality, but it's But then you have something over here like Mad Men. But then Mr. Robot, it's a lot closer to Mad Men, especially at times, but it still doesn't quite feel like that. Maybe the first episode is revelatory. It still doesn't feel quite like that though. But in any case, so I mean, if you're gonna watch a TV show, watch Mad Men, or like something like Aqua Teen. There are a lot of really good shows. Like The Office, it's actually really good. Is The Office always Mad Men level? But check out Mr. Robot. Long time, Zidane. Hey, what's up? Wait a minute. I never finished it though. I finished season 3. I never watched season 4. I watched maybe a little bit of it. You forgot my name? No, I remember. Oh, here we go. You're Helga, right? Wrong. Christine? The funny thing is, if you name her Helga or Christine, or maybe whatever else he's gonna guess, that'd be kind of funny. No. Oh yeah. You used to live next door to me. How's it going, Rachel? Man, you've really gotten big. You nasty little... Come on, I'm just kidding. I'd never forget a pretty girl's name. Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. Freya, yeah. Age 21. So she's pretty young. Something about her character, I think probably the white hair, kind of the clothing as well. Sort of, she seems like she'd be maybe in her, like, she'd be, older. But, Formation, yeah, age 21, okay. Wait a second. What happens? Oh, that's it. That's going back to default, okay. Yeah. So how have you been, Freya? Same old Zidane. How long has it been? About 3 years. Hey, did you ever find out anything about your boyfriend? No. So, what brings you to Lindblom? The Festival of the Hunt. What else? Festival of the Hunt, yeah. And I think Freya... The goddess Freya, I think she may be deemed the Lady of the Hunt, but I'm not sure. It's a good opportunity to test my skills. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll find him someday. Aren't you participating? Nah, I think I'll pass. Lazy bum. Are you ever gonna go back? I have no reason to return to Burmecia. There's nothing there for me anymore. Hold on. I'm just gonna sit for a little bit. So, how is the Queen? Is she still as vibrant as ever? Yes, but since Father died, Mother has been acting very strangely. I'm not surprised. Quack, quack. They loved each other so much. We haven't spoken much lately. Also, a suspicious man has been prowling around the castle. I don't know what's going on anymore. I fear that she might be planning something terrible. I brought this matter to everybody's attention, but no one has taken me seriously. Yeah, that'll happen. If there's something going wrong and you bring it to people's attention, I've done it. I've at least done it once where it was literally like customers getting incorrectly charged and everyone's like, we're not that concerned about that. They all think I'm distraught over losing Father. I understand why you're so eager. I'm happy that you came to me for help. By the way, yeah, they all think I'm distraught. Well, they may not think you're distraught, Dagger, but they'll certainly use some kind of label of emotional reaction to discount anything that you're saying if it's inconvenient for them or just because they've turned into bad people, or maybe they've always been. At this point, I think you're the only person Mother will listen to. When I heard that Lindblom's theater ship was coming to Alexandria, I decided to sneak on board and came here no matter what. Or rather, and come here no matter what. Okay, so this is why she was going. I just never expected the crew to kidnap me. It was me. I was the one who ordered Tantalus to kidnap you. Oh shit! What? So Zidane was just carrying out his freaking orders? Oh my god. You know what? I was wondering about that. It was like, I was gonna even ask, like, wait a second. Why did they kidnap Dagger? Like, it seemed like it was just an excuse. I once promised your father that should anything happen, I would protect you. We've known about the disturbances in Alexandria for some time. But had we acted directly, it would have started a war. So I asked Baku for help. He and I go way back. The play was the perfect cover to enter Alexandria and get you out. No one would suspect Lindblom was behind it. We were, forced to take action because we knew Alexandria would never seek our help. I'm relieved we were able to get you here. At the village of Dali, we saw numerous black mages. They looked like golems, controlled by some powerful magic. On top of that, they were being created under Alexandria's supervision. I don't know how they're related to Vivi, but if Mother is planning to use them for war, we won't let that happen. Even if she were to command an army of black mages, she won't make a move as long as we have our airship fleet. Don't worry, everything will be fine. I'm so sorry, Uncle. Now, come on, don't be so formal. I'm helping you because I am your Uncle Sid, not because I am the Regent of Lindblom. By the way, Sid, this is the Sid in this game. There's almost always a Sid. If not always, in a Final Fantasy game. Well, actually, it was Cindy in Final Fantasy 15, but she was supposed to be Sydney at first, and I kind of wish she was Sydney, because then it would still be like Sid. Cindy is close, but it's like, thank you so much. Then again, it's less hermaphroditic the other way, so then it's just like there is no Sid. Which is kind of nice too. Plus, Cindy is very hot. What is this place? The heart and soul of Lindblom, our airship dock. This is dock number 1, where we conduct our research. But where are the airships? Lonely, isn't it? We had a new airship model in here about 6 months ago. It was our latest creation. It didn't require mist to fly. The man who attacked you, was he the one who ran off with it? Good guess, but no. Actually, I met a lovely lady at the pub. When Hilda found out about my little affair, she used her magic and turned me into an Occult. Oh, jeez. Well, then she stormed off in the new airship, which I named Hildegard. Pretty ironic, eh? You kinda deserve it, Sid. She hasn't been back since what? Oh, since. I've been working on Hildegard too, but it hasn't been going too well. My mind just isn't the same as Naglop. I'm hopeless. But that doesn't mean I can't help you. I'll do my best for Alexandria. Thank you. But with South Gate badly damaged, I don't know how we can get to Alexandria. Don't worry, South Gate is being repaired as we speak. Once the repairs are finished, we'll go to Alexandria. Yes, I'm sure Mother will finally open her eyes to the truth. Yeah, don't count on it. Uncle, is something wrong? Huh? No, I was just thinking about how the theater ship crashed. Baku sure has good men working under him. Yeah, well, they had some interference. Good morning. You're up early. Lindblom is really a busy place. I've never seen this many people before. I wonder where people go if they want to be alone. Lindblom has always been like this. People come here from all over the world. Some of them come here to become airship engineers, sculptors, actors. Wow. I don't even remember why I came here my first time. Before I knew it, I was living here with my Tantalus brothers. Yeah, I gotta go somewhere. I gotta get out. Do they still live here? Yeah, our hideout is in the theater district. I'm gonna go there right now. Do you want to come along? That's cool. Very symbolic as well. Their hideout is in the theater district, and they're sort of like kind of take charge people. And you know, I talked about in kind of an earlier part the sense of like a lot going on while a play was going on, and so sort of existentially, it's all kind of, you know, basically there are actions and then there are rationales, and there's a story and then there's what happens. And so people standing on a stage talking, it's about the same, or it can come off the same as people talking off of a stage. And in any case, it's interesting because these guys are sort of role players, and they kind of really take charge of their roles in being sort of like, I don't know, like they're fairly empowered people. And so they'd be in the theater district because they are actual players, and so they're sort of writing, they're writing the script of their own lives, but it's still all a play. It's still all a script. But indeed, they are players. They're not NPCs. They are playable characters. Well, Zidane is. The other ones are literally NPCs. Although Blank is a playable character, and yeah, you fight as some of them. I don't know how many more times, if one, but that's okay. I'm gonna go look around town. Okay, then I'll give you a little tour. No, that's okay. I can go by myself. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Go find yourself a cute girl, alright? Teach me, Mogster, my first synthesis lesson. Oh boy, it's another Mogster. Hey bro, what are you going to teach me today? Lots of neat stuff. Today I'm going to talk about the synthesis shop. Yeah, fine. In addition to regular shops where you can buy and sell items, there are synthesis shops where you can synthesize items to create new items. All you need are 2 items to serve as the base and a few gil to cover labor. The items you need and the amount of money you pay vary for each synthesized item. Here are some examples. Oh, the ogre is pretty cool. Synthesis example. The ogre required item 1, Mage Masher required item 2, Mage Masher, cost 700 gil. And you might see why it's 2 of the same. Desert Boots. Actually, I'd be interested to look at them in sequence. Desert Boots. Required item 1, leather hat. Required item 2. If I ever put this together, maybe it'd be cool to put here like images of him using the Mage Masher and then images of him using the ogre. Although Mage Masher is 2 blades. Mage Masher is 2 blades anyway, right? Whatever. Required item 2, leather shirt. Cost 300 gil. If you haven't been to a synthesis shop yet, go check out the one in Lindblom. Oh, speaking of synthesis, I'll tell you a big secret. Long ago, I heard rumors there's a legendary synthesist who can create the best items. Yeah, I've been. But I don't know where he lives or what he looks like. Okay. Gosh, bro, you sure know a lot. Yeah, I know. Okay. Yeah, so that's cool. I like synthesis in this game. Quick Final Fantasy stuff. The synthesis is sort of, you know, that might be a callback to Final Fantasy VIII. This game has already sort of had that with the little bug creatures chasing you, similar to an early-ish part of Final Fantasy VIII, where they do their first mercenary mission, and this, basically, I think this is kind of like Final Fantasy VIII's weapon system, but if it were optional. And that's kind of nice. I think Final Fantasy VIII has an interesting weapon system, but you might go like much of the game without upgrading your weapon almost at all, because you don't actually change. You don't get a. Right, I thought so. Yeah, you don't get a new weapon. Your weapon changes. You upgrade your weapon, and so it's actually like kind of changed around, and somebody like works on it. So this is like that, but you can still buy new weapons. And beyond that, it actually, I think it's a little easier in this game anyway. It seemed like the items you needed in Final Fantasy VIII were like, basically, if you weren't kind of looking for them, or I don't know, I guess like stealing from a lot of enemies, you wouldn't have likely picked them up. Whereas in this game, I think you can go to stores, or maybe you win some from battles, etc. You might come across them more easily. In that game, it's like, oh, you got some screws. It's like, no, I don't. Where do I get screws? So I like the synthesis, and the items look cool in this game. Oh, there's Moogle. Mudon. Can I help you, Kupo? There's a letter for Zidane. Oh shit. From Ruby to Zidane. Hey, y'all coming back to Alexandria? I'm so lonely. Just kidding. I'm opening a little theater in an alley here. Oh, fuck. Your friend is starting a mini theater? Sounds like fun, Kupo. Let's read that again. Or read it. A bartender pal of mine's quitting the saloon and getting into showbiz. He asked me to help. I want mail, Kupo. Yeah. Well, maybe you're not going to get it, Mudon. I don't know. I want mail, Kupo. Okay. Let's see it. Oh, boy. I watched the Diablo 1 and then also much of the Diablo 4 video, sort of, I guess, the reviews by the Act Man. I like the Act Man. Synthetic Man and or like synths fans and stuff, I think they have like, basically they kind of diss the Act Man. And so for a while I just, you know, there are a lot of video game YouTubers. I think I've probably watched his stuff a little bit, but I watched a couple, you know, it's like he's pretty good. And he's not like that obnoxious. Basically, if they're dissing him for having like, you know, certain politics, it's like, I understand. But it's like, all right, well then I guess they really wouldn't like. There are probably a lot of YouTubers that they just might not like. I get it, like Act Man. See, I don't even think Act Man is like a big fan of the modern games either. Like, I think they sort of portray. They've talked about him like, oh, he sort of just goes along with like the newer games and like, you know, says that they're good even if they're not that great. Check out the Diablo 4 review. He talks about level scaling and he's like, yeah, he's like, and it's not like he talks about level scaling as if you never heard of it, which is kind of nice, I guess, because if you haven't heard of level scaling, then there you go. But it's like, no, yeah, like I've been criticizing. I've disliked level scaling all along the way, but he takes a strong stand against it as well. He's like, he's basically like, he's like, all right, so you fight these enemies at the beginning of the game, and then you go gain like 30 levels or something, and you come back and the enemies are basically, you have the same experience fighting them that you had at the beginning of the game, but they're the same enemies, but you're supposedly like that much stronger. And he's like, so I just wasted all this time. It's like, yeah. Like, what are you playing? Is an RPG not about... Hold on. What's an RPG? A lot of... Maybe not all of it, especially because so many games have gained RPG elements. But a lot of RPGs often have a lot to do with building your character. Sort of like an existentialism thing. Now, existentialism is... It's sort of... It's kind of anti-building. Existentialism is basically like existence precedes essence, and so it's like, you know, you're not a bartender. You exist, and then you may bartend, but at the same time, then every act you define yourself by your actions. But a chair, you know, may be built with a blueprint, and but you're not a chair. You didn't have a blueprint to be a bartender necessarily. Now, of course, who knows? Maybe you have some kind of destiny. I don't know. But Zidane, look at him. He's level 10. I spent a certain amount of time training for him to get to level 10, and the other 3 to get to level 10 as well. The other 3 we have now, although I guess Frey is probably coming soon. So, if I went back and I fought those same monsters at like level 30, and it took the same amount of time, it would be like... That's kind of using his example again. Basically, if what you're doing is you're spending time to, you know, get stronger and see the progression and stuff, but then you actually don't see any progression in terms of like things being easier or going more quickly, or like, you know, enemies succumbing more quickly because you were stronger, then was there any progression at all? Or is it just that the numbers changed but everything else remained totally static? I'm not a fan of level scaling. And I think it's hilarious. Like, and he actually pointed out Oblivion. He's like, yeah, well, it's not like Oblivion because they changed the enemies, so you just fight different enemy types. There's a whole bunch of stuff like with Oblivion. I've heard it explained. Oblivion seems like it's a level scaling catastrophe. Like, but in any case, yeah, I like the Act Man. I don't know. I think I'll watch more of his stuff. And whereas Synthetic Man, I like Synthetic Man, but let's just say it's like, well, why you might hear this and you're like, you might be like, well, why aren't you watching Synth? It's like, let's just say I've had a lot of stalking, and Synthetic Man has said a few strange things that seem like oddly pointed, and it's like, what, you think he's talking about you? It's like, I'm not saying that he is, but I'm saying if there are enough cases where somebody says something strange, and let's just say, yeah, our rate is 100 gil per night. Will you be staying with us? Not right now. Comments/suggestions. The room was terrible. Also, that thing crying, Kubo kept me up all night. Throw him out ASAP, or I'm never coming back. Lonnie. Or Laney. Laney, you just don't understand. Why do they have a freaking Mog in the room? Okay, small town K-Night in a big city. What a huge town. I'm completely lost. Pardon me. Hold on. I got this bizarre school bus that comes around, and it like announces things. It's like, why? It sounds super Orwellian, and also it's like stand back from the bus, and it like says it over a loudspeaker. It's like, do you need to treat everyone like they're an incompetent person? Like you likely treat the students if you're treating everyone else like that as well? It's like, I don't know. It may be sort of, I don't know. There may be a special thing with the bus. I don't know, but I'm just saying it sounds like an Orwellian condescending nightmare. And also, it's just a little irritating. But it's like, Matt, do you think that's aimed at you specifically too? Things are weird. Things have gotten very weird. So let's just say that I live on a street named after a famous author, or named after a famous writer, and it's in a series of streets named after famous writers, and I went to school for writing, and this is where I ended up, and I'm really trying to, let's just say there are a lot of things pointing to, Matt, you're in the Truman Show. And it may sound funny, but I'll tell you what, as I've said elsewhere, I mentioned, like, oh, it kind of feels like I'm in the Truman Show these days. I've mentioned that to 2 separate people. And both of them, they didn't, oh, here we go. Yep, we got the one. Both of them, they had an oddly brushing off tone to their responses. They were just like, okay, oh yeah, so anyway. But it wasn't like, oh, that sounds kind of crazy. So anyway, it was like, I don't want to talk about that. It's like similarly, like, all right, so let's get to the next topic. Like all right, it's like again, look, I've had enough people treat me treat me in a condescending way and like talk to me like, are you okay? I've had enough people talk to me like that. These responses weren't like that. Okay. Jeez, you're dressed awful funny. I am Captain Adelbert Steiner of Alexandria, and I humbly request your assistance to get back to the castle. That's a new one. Nice try, but I don't date bumps. You should really scrape that rust off. It's disgusting. So he does have rust on his freaking thing. I can't believe it. What? That's funny, actually, because Zidane's been calling him Rusty, but you might go this long thinking, and even past this, you might be like, oh, wait a second, like, yeah, oh, is he actually Rusty, or is Zidane just like kind of making fun of him, making shit up? And it's like, this is sort of an existentialist moment as well, because then another person unrelated to that situation who probably wouldn't have heard Zidane calling him Rusty, whether or not she happens to know Zidane, I don't know, says something about rust, and it's like, oh, well, you know what, maybe he does have rust. It's like, well, Matt, maybe you are crazy. It's like, no, maybe I am in the Truman Show. And by the way, if enough people around you are gaslighting you, then maybe more people around you are gaslighting you. Huh? Do you always strike out that badly? I think you need a new line. A little shine wouldn't hurt either. What are these things? They're called Gyashal pickles. They're one of Lindblom's delicacies. Do you want to try one? It smells terrible. The worse they smell, the better they taste. Oh, jeez. I guess I'll try one. Look at that little motion he had right at the end there. Ah! Oh my, even the locals don't eat them in one bite. Phew. But you're right, they are good. Okay. It's like, what was that, Matt? That was just an active time event. These are great. Okay. Papa's airship fighter is so cool. When I grow up, I'm gonna fly with Papa. Oh wait, that's Marcia? Oh no, that's Elena. Papa should be back soon. I can't wait. Wait, is she the mother or is she like an older daughter? Whatever. Go away. I'm trying to remember what I have to do. This year's festival is going to be awesome. Who do you think's going to win? I'm putting my money on Ivan. Yeah, he's good, but I heard a female Dragon Knight's participating this year, K-Knight. I'll bet you 2 cheeseburgers Ivan's going to win. Okay, you're on. Air cabs are amazing. Walk! Back in the old days, we had to walk all the way to the theater district. I don't think I could ever walk that far anymore. I'd probably croak if I did. Is that supposed to be Locke from Final Fantasy VI? Oh my goodness, I'm going to save this. Wow, is that supposed to be Locke? Oh my god. I don't think this is the same world, but if it is, wow. Are you ready for the festival? If you need to buy anything, you'd better take care of it now. All the shops are closed during the event. Okay. Let's talk to like one more person, and I apologize for the dawdling stream, but I should probably get going with what I'm going to do. Oh, let's talk to Princess Leia. Did you come to Lindblom to shop? There are so many more shops here than there are in my hometown. Well, there you go. Nah, she doesn't look that much like Leia. No, I know, but still. Oh boy, and yet another girl, by the way. Yet another girl like Dagger, where it's like, oh, you know, young woman in the big city. another TV recommendation before the end of this, perhaps. And actually, I'd put this. I'd say it's not Mad Men, but I'd put it above Mr. Robot. I really like this show, Girls. Girls is really good, and it's HBO. Mad Men is AMC. For a while, AMC is probably the best ticket in town, but Girls is super good. Check it out. Hey guys, so I'm looking to relax, and hopefully I'll be able to do so. It's, you know, think of the characters in a Kafka book, or well, Kafka didn't write too many novels. Think of the characters in a well, this is good music for that. Think of the characters in like a Charlie Kaufman movie. This is sort of like Mark Mothersbaughian, like Rugrats. But he also is sort of like, what, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, you know. Things are going to be going well for me someday. I hope. And when they do, it's going to be great. It's going to be like, oh my God. And I ain't sharing nothing with nobody. Matt, that's a double negative. I know. No, but truly, I look forward to having only good people around. Only good people. I will have 0 cats. There will be no pets. There will be no pets, period. Are you ready for that? Are you ready for that? There will be no pets. The thing is, like, having pets is sort of a cruel thing anyway, but certainly there will be none, because then it's basically just like a rogue agent. Oh shit. Oh wait, what? Oh. I want to talk to this guy. Wow, how did they carve stone like this? Oh shit, was that the girl who Steiner talked to? Wait a second, let's see if we can get that one. Oh, maybe not. Male red mage, never mind. Guess how long it takes to walk from here to the exit? 30 minutes. Man, I can't stand these walls. If only I had an airship. It doesn't take that long, does it? In game? I'd be shocked. Okay. Is this guy still trying to remember what he was going to do? Air caps are amazing. Oh, yeah, lock. I doubt that's the same lock. Oh. Cool. Wow, this nut smells really good. I think I'll buy one. This place has a lot of unusual things. Is this food? It looks good. It looks like the sesame buns like Grandpa used to make. Alice's Item Shop. Festival of the Hunt sale ends today. Wow, there's going to be a festival. Hi, I want to buy this. Oh, are you friends with the Muggles? Huh? That item is called a Kubo nut. Kubo nuts are Muggles' favorite food. Oh, I didn't know that. I think that's the last one. Go ahead, honey, it's on me. Really? Thank you. Oh, cool. What is this Festival of the Hunt like? Well, we let a bunch of animals loose and... Oh, there's going to be a lot of animals. It sounds like fun, thank you. Is he afraid of animals? What's so fun about fighting savage beasts? Wait a minute, did I say animals again? Oh boy. So yeah, we're looking to relax. I did watch Mr. Robot and it was good. The opening was very good, and then it sort of got into kind of like the plotty stuff, and it was like, okay, well, still good, but so sometimes Mr. Robot like shines, and then sometimes it'll sort of feel fairly plotty, and you're almost like, is it still like, I don't know. Good acting too. Rami Malek's good. Transportation sure has come a long way. When I was young, we used to ride chocobos. They were much slower than these air cabs. They used to take at least an hour to get to the theater district. An hour? Festival of the Hunt schedule. Good day. Alright, well, let's go to the theater district. That's where Zdane's going anyway. Oh boy. Could I have a cleansing rain to cleanse everything on this floor of the house, including me, completely and totally, in the next 10 minutes? Okay, thanks. Go. Okay. Good. Air cabs are convenient, but I wish they looked more stylish. It looks so mundane, just like everything else in this town. Welcome to Theater District. Just so you know, air cabs run non-stop around the clock. Good day. Okay. I'm lost again. Where's the princess? The town is big, the castle is big. Why does everything have to be so big? Pardon me. Can you tell me where I am? What, you're lost? Gee, you're a soldier for crying out loud. This is the bridge that connects the castle and the airship docks. That big building in front of us houses the docks. What is that large airship? Amazing, isn't it? It's the Hildegard II. Since it is equipped with a steam engine developed by the regent himself, it can fly without mist. Impossible. How can it fly without being powered by mist? What cave did you just crawl out of? This is the age of steam power. The source of steam power is water. It's much safer than mist. A bright future awaits us all. Hopefully. Okay. The card game is really popular right now, especially in the theater district. Almost everyone here plays. Yeah, almost everyone in this game plays, I think. My wife is a crazy Lowell fan. I tell you, she acts like a child when she talks about him. I'm just a big fan, that's all. But my husband gets so jealous. Thump, 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 thump. Is that her heart or something? Shit. I like to come here and feed the pigeons. So it seems. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, I think this is where we meet some of our friends or something. She's late. What's Marissa doing? Oh, hell. Uh-oh. Oh, is this Marissa? Oh, boy. You're gonna go see Lowell, too? Oh, shit. I shouldn't have said yes. You know, I'm not surprised. Even if I were a guy, I'd still be in his fan club. He's so great. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna go see Lowell. Let's follow member number whatever. Is this the guy? Stop pushing. Hey, who are you? Who am I? I'm Sir Zidane of Tantalus, the greatest bandit in the world. Have you ever heard of him? No. Go away. Stop bothering us. I guess that's Lowell. Ouch. Hurry up. Where's Lowell? Oh no, it's just sort of a mime or something. Oh no, it's just a guy stopping them. How much longer do we have to wait? Please, he'll be here in a minute. Is that him? Kiss me. Hi everyone. Lowell, kiss me. What's so special about him? Hold my hand, kiss me. Thanks. I love you guys. Oh jeez. See you all again. Lowell, I love you. Ouch. Damn, I can't see a thing. Oh no, he's walking out in that thing. Thank you for coming to see Moogle Wannabe 2, Koopo. We don't care about you and your stupid show. We came to see Lowell. Yeah, it's probably Lowell. Phew. Hey, you're... No, I'm not. Yow. Poor guy. It's tough being popular. I should know. Yeah, so do I. So should I. Oh boy, where are they? I'm dying to see him again. Do you think he'll come out again? Oh, I'm so in love with him. Oh boy. I still haven't given him my cookies. Sold out. Lowell Bridges, Moogle Wannabe 2, sold out. Oh boy. Fwegart Memorial Theater. We proudly present Moogle Wannabe 2, performed by Zolwick's Company, the company that gave a stellar rendition of I Wish I Were a Chocobo. Lowell Bridges plays you Bobo. Oh, by the way, that I Wish I Were a Chocobo, that does sound similar to I Want to Be Your Canary. Well, this was a cool little scene. See, this is funny, like, this whole little scene just, you could look at it or not, I don't think it's just kind of self-contained. We were supposed to meet here. Where is she? Oh, is that the Marissa woman? Oh, cool. I figured there wouldn't be anybody here. It looks like no one's been here for a while. What to do? Jeez, it's that late already. I wonder what Dagger's doing. See, Zidane, cool guy Zidane, the stuff starts working and, starts tolling the time or whatever, and he just stays going. He's doing like a Maxwell malt. I mean, not necessarily, but Maxwell malts. Imagine a phone ringing and don't answer it. What can I do? A bell's ringing. A performance in the theater district must have just ended. Is there anything you need, Your Highness? No, thank you. I'm thinking of going outside and having a look around. I'm sorry, Your Highness, but we cannot grant this request. Right now, there are many people coming to Lindblom for the Festival of the Hunt. Therefore, things are quite chaotic in the town, making security rather difficult. Also, very few people know of your presence here. It's for your own safety. Please understand. Okay, I understand. so you can go, I can't stand sitting around like this. I didn't come here to be protected. I just want to help Mother. Oh boy. There he is. I told you he'd be here. Why didn't you tell us that you were back? We're in Tantalus too, you know. What? Yeah. Uncle Baku said if we find some treasure, we can be in Tantalus too. Yeah, check this out. Wow, those are trick sparrow's wings. That sure is some treasure you found, all right. Yay. Yippee. So, did the plan work? Yeah, Princess Garnet is at the castle. Really? Wow. So, what's she like? Is she cute? Did you ask her out yet? No. I think she's pretty busy. Plus, she's a princess and I'm a, so, I don't know. I bet she misses you. Yeah, you should go see her. Good luck. See ya. I wonder if she got to talk to Sid. Maybe I should go see her. 97. Oh, you know what? This is a little loud. Shit. Oh boy. Yeah. Man, I'm looking forward to maybe that's a little nicer. I'm looking forward to things being different. You know, the funny thing is, too, I applied for jobs, and I've been, and then I got a job interview, like, tomorrow, and I was like, they're holding interviews plural, so it's like, okay. But I was like, you know what, like, I wasn't expecting an interview, like, right away, and I'm actually not ready. The funny thing is, it's funny, it's like, I'm gatekeeping myself. How would you be ready for an interview? I'm not sure. I really don't know, but that's a good idea to figure it out. I don't know, man. Basically, there's like one or two things where it's like, all right, like then I'd be ready. You know what? I think my hair actually, like, I don't know. It's probably like difficult to tell on here, but I think it actually looks good enough, or almost good enough, for like some kind of interview. Probably not necessarily like an interview for like a super high level job or anything, but you know, if I had an interview for a super high level job, that'd be great. That said, every day is an interview for a super high level job. If you're, I don't know, if you're doing like X, Y, Z, if you're, I don't know. Right now, though, I am looking to relax. Relaxation. Okay, so here's the thing. So I came up with 4 things last night. I think I talked about it today, but it's study, exercise, production, relaxation. And I've done study today, actually, so you basically want to do a lot of that. So I've done study today, a decent amount. I have done exercise. I've done physical exercise. I've done mental or emotional exercise, also visualization exercise with reading, emotional exercise, reading. This is kind of exercise to some extent. And I've done production today as well. I have been productive, perhaps very productive actually. I think something came out super well. So now I'm looking for relaxation, and I really would like it. Oh man. And I was thinking last night, relaxation goes hand in hand with realizing that you're already okay. It's actually interesting because I was reading a little of, let's say, House of a Thousand Corpses, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and he kind of says that right at the beginning. He's like, oh yeah, we were doing all this stuff for our son, and you know, our son, he just wasn't doing very well, and we kept encouraging him and blah blah blah, and he's like, and we realized we thought very little of him. Like we didn't think he was. We didn't think he was basically like we didn't think super highly of him, and so we just sort of stepped back and we were like, all right, you know, we're just gonna encounter you as you are, rather than, you know, hoping for certain, like, basically hoping for some kind of satisfaction of like we're proud to be his parents. I don't know if he would say like he wasn't, you know, he wasn't saying like, oh, we weren't proud to be his parents or whatever, but they were feeling like they were looking for some kind of appearances, and then he ended up doing great, and so basically it's like, you know, as soon as it just sort of, he sort of let it be like that, he's okay just the way he is. That was it. It's like, well, Matt, doesn't that sound like sort of common stuff from the 90s, like you're okay just the way you are? It's like people pay lip service to all sorts of things, but that's a huge one. And in any case, relaxation is relaxing back into that, because if you're truly relaxed, then you're basically like, it's like, I'm okay. And so if you can relax every day, you're kind of doing some pretty hardcore spiritual practice. What's up there? Mini Burmecia. What is that? I think that's probably a key item. Let's see. Oh, I called it. Mini Burmecia. It's the most coveted piece of the famous triptych. You'll never see a rarer item. Auctioneer. What? Oh, that's... wow. I mean, maybe. I don't know. There's an auction around here. Somewhere. Okay, here we go. Who is it? Baku and his crew. Oh, it's just them. Rare non-main party active time event. Achoo! Relatively rare. Phew, that tasted good. I can't believe we found a way out of Evil Forest before it got petrified. It's all thanks to our bro who pointed out the river before he took the map to Zidane. Oh shit. What do we do now, boss? We gotta save our brother. You're right. But first, we'll let the guys outside drink some water from the lake. Cinna, bring them over. Hey, about blank. I think it's better that Evil Forest stays petrified. Are you serious? Don't get me wrong. I ain't saying this out of concern for our safety. Then why? I'm sure he wouldn't want to be saved if it meant Evil Forest was going to be restored too. You're right. We gotta start looking. There's gotta be another way to cure his petrification somehow. We ain't too late. We gotta do what we can. I got you, boss. Hey, Cinna, what are you doing over there? The spring water might make some good coffee. I'll get the fixins'. Do I gotta remind you what happens to members who don't listen to their boss? No, please, not that. I'll bring everyone over right now. What, is he gonna fight him to the death or something? A big Moogle just walked by heading towards the station. He looked kind of dizzy. Yeah, that was your lol. We were supposed to meet here. Where is she? Okay. Oh boy. Oh man. What are you gonna do, man? Oh, we're going to the palace. Yeah, man, you know what, hold on, let me pause. This is, because it won't play out the music that way. I like the music, but, what, 24 minutes? That's, I mean, not totally 24, but, anyway. Oh boy. Yeah, so I do well to relax because here's the thing, if I can relax, then if I can say like I were to be totally relaxed right now, then I think it would basically be like totally fine. Um, but I could I let go of any feeling that I'm not okay? I think yeah, you know what? I wrote down somewhere the real problem, the bad vibes, and then, the solution is breathing. Now, also, the problem is you think you're not okay, and the solution is you are already okay. It is interesting though because what's his name? Tesla said if you want to know the secret of the universe or something, it's think energy, frequency, and vibration. Well, maybe bad vibes would then, it's like, oh, that sounds like cheeky or whatever. The real problem, the bad vibes. It's like, or throwaway or something. It's like, no, maybe bad vibes would be the problem because it's energy, frequency, and vibration. That's what it is. And so, keep breathing. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh. Ooh. Yeah. I'm sorry. Oh, I look forward to the day. It's gonna be good. And I sort of have set up a plan, but it's funny because it's like, oh yeah, so you got an interview. That's a big thing. It's like I did, and I turned it down because I wasn't ready yet. But it's like, well, what do you need to get ready? Look, actually, probably a little more specific than you might think. But if it was just in terms of like whether you feel ready or not, then it's like, yeah, okay, fine. But yeah, like I'd say like two specific things, actually. Oh, let's. Yeah, four specific things. There we go. Four specific things. Maybe five. Oh boy. Yeah. So that's good. So here's the thing. It's like, so what are you doing applying for jobs if you're not ready? I guess you sort of like cast out a line, and then you're like, all right, like and then you're like, oh, okay, wait a second, I don't think I'm ready to pull it in yet. Um, but that was kind of helpful, just to fucking figure that out. Oh boy. And now, luckily, I've sort of come to a good realization about basically you only want to apply for the jobs that you want to get, because you could apply for all sorts of jobs that you don't really want. It's funny. I think a lot of people do, or I've applied for like a crap load of jobs, and then like a response comes back and it's like, not really. It's like, oh Matt, sounds like you just don't want to get off your ass, and it's like, that's really no. I don't know. Well, it's funny. It seems strange to even explain it, because basically I think I already have a job. I think my job is like performer, and it's a job that I didn't really apply for, and it's a job that I'm not being paid for either. If that's the case, it's funny because, like, the movie The Truman Show, Truman should have just been paid anyway because he was the star of the show, but they had him go to this like little travel agency and work there. He should have been. I don't know. I guess they probably basically his paycheck was probably commensurate with, well, not super commensurate, but his paycheck probably had a little bit to do with him being Truman. And, he had enough for a house and a wife, so. How much does a wife cost? A wife costs about as much as you cost. Again. If you can do that, actually that plus like a couple more, in terms of kids. If you can provide that, then that's how much. I don't know. Somebody might laugh at me and say, "Matt, it's twice as much as you." I don't even know. Maybe. I am talking about a wife too. I'm not just talking about some kind of like Jerry Seinfeld situation. In the show, not in real life. In real life, he's married. I think. That's funny. Do as I say, not as I do. In the show, he's not married. He's sleeping around. I think in real life, maybe he was married the whole time. I don't know. Okay, wait. Something was over here, wasn't it? There was a certain point where I was playing this, and I didn't know where to go, and like I went all over, and I had no idea. Lowell, you were at the theater. Oh, please don't tell anyone about this. Please, I'll give you this autograph. Great. Thanks as always, Michael. Aspiring artist, Michael. Geez, I can't finish my painting with you bothering me every day. Come on, forget about the painting. Let's work together. You can express your artistic talents on stage, too. Don't ever compare your acting with my art. If you're done with your business, get out of here. What's his business? I wouldn't get involved with him if I were you. Oh, no. Fine. What a waste of talent. Let's play cards. Oh, he won't play cards. That's one of the few. Okay. 4. Wait. Oh, hey, look at that. Moogle suit. No. Wait, I can't believe it. I don't think I ever got that. Is that a key item? Yeah, okay. Oh, it's so well made. The fabric is nice, too. Little Ilya would love it. Eh? I can't have it. Autograph. Lowell Bridges. Born in Trino, raised in Lindblom. Famous for his masculine charm. Starred in Moogle Wannabe 2. It's funny because he doesn't seem that... He seems a little bit, seems to have a little flair. Not that I think, I think he and everyone else is heterosexual, but welcome to the theater district. Just so you know, air cabs run non-stop around the clock. Good day. It's like, Matt, how can you say that? It's like, I'm just pretty sure. Okay. I think it'd be good news to a lot of people too. Okay, let's go talk to Dagger. Do they have different music for the theater district versus elsewhere? Oh yeah, okay. Oh, really? Oh, here we go. Really? We can just walk to Dagger's room from there? Not super tight security. What are you doing here? You, what have you done with the princess? Where is she? Whoa, take it easy. I just got here. The princess is gone. She was supposed to stay in this room. Maybe she went out for a little walk. How can you be so calm? This is a very serious matter. Have you forgotten all the dangers you faced just to get here? What if something terrible happens to her? What am I doing here? I must go find her. Out of my way. Yeah, what's he doing standing there? Oh, God. Oh, there's the Moogle. We're getting a lot of good equipment. I think pretty soon we're going to do a re-equip and start to see what new abilities we have. Either nice. Okay. Monkey. Oh, it's Monkey. Monkey's a big one. Yeah. Monkey. I think Monkey's... I don't know why. I just... Oh, okay. From Kumab. Okay. It's a letter from Kumab. Kubo Kubo. Thank you very much. Kubo Kubo. Stiltskin visited me. Kubo. He said he found a place that seemed interesting and then he left. I wish he stayed longer, Kubo. Where did he go anyway? Let me know when you find out. Kubo. Stiltskin. Stiltskin. Kubo Kubo. I wonder if he stopped in Lindblom. Is that boo sound supposed to be them saying Kupo? I imagine others have asked, and I think I probably have asked that as well. Okay, let's... I'm gonna connect my breathing, let's see what we can do. I wonder where she went. This is a restricted area. Can we go behind this? Yeah, if you can relax, you're good. That song. I've heard it somewhere before. That sweet voice. It's Dagger. She's upstairs. Okay. Can we go up? Sorry, only authorized personnel. Man, I've got to get past this guy somehow. Maybe if I disguise myself as a guard, he'll let me through. Shit. Well, how am I supposed to do that? Oh, theater district. Did you hear about that airship, the one that came in from Alexandria? Yeah, I heard there was a really cute girl on board. Yeah, her ass is showing quite strikingly. The airship to dock in the air cab terminal behind here is secure, sir. Maybe if... What the heck am I thinking? Dagger's upstairs. Oh. Okay, well, good. So they at least they sort of restrict us to this area. If we've got to find that. The Blessing of Water by Mauricio, court artisan, celebrating 20 years of rule under Sid 9. Sid 9. So, oh, shit. Looks like there's no place to insert the metal. That's crazy. Sid 9. They actually called him Sid 9, because this is Final Fantasy 9. As I've said, basically, there's like, I think, it seems there's a Sid in every Final Fantasy. So, Sid 9. I can't believe it. Wow. Well, that's one of the best callbacks of the whole game. They literally, they. Oh boy. Okay. Nice music. Oh, the sleeping guard. Yep. Okay. Let's just take his clothes. Hey, wake up. Huh? I just saw a suspicious character wandering around. What? Where? Upstairs. Follow me. Oh boy. No, in here. Really? He's gonna... Isn't that kind of high offense? Alright, you bastard. Show yourself. Hey, what are you doing? That's a huge... That's really like... That was easy. He's a gigantic badass for having done that. Wait, so can I go in there now though? I'm kind of interested. Would we make it through there? Good day, sir. Can we... I guess, yeah, good day. This might be fun to see what other people say to us. Wait, can we go in here? Let's see where he is. Oh, really? Did they not make provisions for someone coming in here to check if he was here? Maybe we stuffed him in there. Yeah. Naked soldier. Please, let me out. I'm afraid of the dark. Help! Shut up. I'll let you out soon. Don't worry. Oh, boy. That's funny. I should be able to get on the lift now. Maybe this was the part I wasn't sure about, but I don't know. I think it's after this. You know what? I think it was the theater district thing. I think it might have been that, and I didn't, I guess I just didn't go into Zidane's friend's place. We'll see if there's any place where it's just like, who knows where to go. What do we got? You, what do you think you're doing? Wake up. How dare you sleep on duty? Ooh, that was close. Okay. Why are we not wearing... Did he... Come on. What? A girl? Oh yeah, I saw her go upstairs just a while ago. Isn't it funny too, because he literally like beat up a soldier just to go see Dagger. And it's funny because there's some irony here. Steiner was kind of like freaking out. You know, he's, as usual, he's like, where's, you know, the princess? Something might have happened to her. Where is she? And Zidane's like, well, maybe she just went for a walk. And so Steiner leaves to look for her. And then Zidane leaves, and he hears her singing. And so it's like, oh, she's upstairs. And he's like, it's so important to go upstairs and see her now that I'm going to beat up a guard and take his clothes or his armor or whatever so that I can sneak up there. I'm going to like put a lot at risk so that I can sneak up there just to see her before she gets back. And she's probably okay because he can hear her singing. She's not calling for help or something. She's just singing a song. So, wow. Yeah, there's huge irony there because he kind of was chiding Steiner for, in some way, like, yeah, it's funny. I think Zidane comes across, and even when I played this last, like, I think Zidane sort of comes across as sort of kind of like untouchable, or like sort of almost basically he comes across as like, oh yeah, like that's Zidane, like, you know, he kind of does no wrong. He's got a little roguish charm or something, but he's basically, you know, he's basically like bulletproof. And then, but if you pay attention, it's like he's not that nice to Vivi to some extent. He's sort of making fun of Steiner for being hysterical about Dagger not being there for a little while, and then he goes and does like kind of an insane series of things just to see Dagger before she gets back. And it's like, it seems like Zidane is a little bit, I don't know, a little bit of a hypocrite or whatever. I don't know. He's probably not thinking these things through very much either. It's funny because I don't think the player does either. But this time I have been thinking about that. Tidus actually, I think Tidus came off in Final Fantasy X. And I was like, oh wow, like I'm impressed with Tidus. Not that I wouldn't have been in the past, but I think like he was really making an impression on me. Like, oh yeah, this guy fucking, he's good. And whereas Zidane, it's like, oh wow, like, I think Zidane's got some stuff going on that's easy to overlook. That song is very peculiar. Yeah. It's a nice song. Maybe Zidane's just like, oh, I'm gonna have a date with her. Nice song. How'd you get up here? This is a restricted area. How did you get up here? This is a restricted area. Come on, I do this for a living. Oh yeah, you're a member of Tantalus. It must have been easy for you. Woo, what a view. Hey, there's a telescope. Let's go check it out. I kind of like how, like, sort of nonplussed Dagger seems by Zidane. It's like, I think a lot of, I don't know, I think it sort of goes along with the Mulan thing, but it is still nice to see. She's like, yeah, oh, you're some like rogue guy, like, okay, but nevertheless, you know, come on. Oh, cool. Is that freaking the mod guy? Wait a second. Why did yeah, okay. Seabell River. The river flows right by, that river flows right by South Gate. You can get to the gate by walking along the river. Okay. Hey, there's a chocobo. Maybe I can catch a chocobo in that forest. Is that Trino? South Gate. Oh, there's South Gate. I wonder if they've started repairing it. It'll probably take a while to fix everything. There's probably a lot of weird things living there. Maybe I should check it out sometime. This is cool. They're actually showing you the landscape going forward. That's kind of confident for this game. They're basically like, oh yeah, like, yep, this is it. Like, check it out. This is the stuff that you have waiting for you. Arabs Mountains. Alexandria is beyond those mountains. I bet they're looking for us. It kind of, I don't know, it sort of feels like it's a bigger adventure. And actually, I pointed that out when there was another part where we were on the airship, and it was like, it we actually like saw it flying over the thing, and it like took a while to get there, and it's like, oh wow, it's like the game is kind of flexing, and it still is. It's a fairly large game. Is that it? Oh well, actually, some of these, I guess the mountains are. Those are the mountains that surround Bermesia. I guess the best way to get there is through the cavern at the base. Let me see. How's the view? I made so much trouble for everyone. Uncle Sid knew everything. That's why he asked Tantalus to get me out of Alexandria. No matter how hard I try, I'm always a step behind in everything. I'm so helpless. What's wrong? Zidane, why did you help me come here, to Lindblom? Is it because your boss ordered you to? I just wanted to help you, that's all. The boss didn't agree with me, so I ended up leaving the band. Really? I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. It isn't the first time I've left. Zidane. Yeah? Oh, how are you planning to abduct me? We were going to put you to sleep with sleeping weed, then kidnap you. It's mostly used for kids, but a big dose can knock out an adult just as easily. I guess you didn't need it since I came along on my own. That's funny. Is he referring to her as an adult? Because I think she is like 16. I guess even in some jurisdictions in America, that's like somewhat like they're hazy, middle ground adult territory. But I mean, 16's still, Alan Watt points out that to even use the word teenager, teenager was actually apparently sort of like a newer term, and he said basically it's like, yeah, that's to sort of make kids seem like they're older after a certain age, like, so no, they're not a kid anymore, now they're a teenager, and so it's sort of maybe pushing for certain things to get younger, etc. And I don't know. Hey, would you mind giving me some? I've had a hard time sleeping lately. I don't think that's a good idea. You might get addicted. Maybe all you need is some company, eh? Oh, please. Do you think I'm that naive? Can't blame me for trying. That song, were you singing it in the village of Dolly? Yes. So you were up that night. What is that song anyway? By the way, yes, you can blame him for trying, because if he's attempting to just sleep with her without any kind of responsibility thing, then, well, again, pretty young. All right, so there's a whole range of stuff you can potentially blame him for. I think Zidane's a little older than she is. He might be 19, I don't know. But then B, you can't blame him for trying. Like, oh, I just tried to swindle you. Like, you can't blame me for trying. It's like, isn't intention like kind of the entire part of it? I don't know. I can't even remember where I learned it. And you might say, like, well, Matt, what? So nobody's supposed to sleep with anybody? It's like, not without some intention to, to be together. Things have gotten so frivolous these days, but I sing it whenever I feel sad or lonely. Otherwise, you're just using her. For some reason, it comforts me and reminds me that I'm not alone. I guess it's a mystical song. Let me hear it again. Oh, haha, that's funny. I never expected to find such fine armor in a place like this. Yes, I'll buy that one too. Who knows when that Bronn will start the war, or start another war. That's fine. Freudian. What? The Queen would never start a war. You dare speak ill of the Queen? Who the hell are you? I'm an armor collector. Oh, well in that case, can you recommend some good armor? I must go. It's like, whoa, that was a strange thing. Go, K-Knights of Pluto! Yeah! What are those things? They look so stupid. I'm gonna take Sid's airships and destroy them. Hey, cut it out. You broke my K-Knight. I'm gonna go tell your mom. No, come on. How old is Vivi? Royal action figures. Those black mages were like toys, being controlled by someone. Oh, yeah. Interesting, yeah. The sky looks ominous. Something is about to happen. Sir Fratley, where are you? I need you. It's actually interesting, because she's 21. I don't know how long... I mean, you know, you don't have to be with someone for a long time, necessarily, to have deep feelings for them. But she talks about him like she was with him for, like... Maybe I was just... That was just my sense of it. Because I thought... I looked at her like, whatever, like later 40s, 50s, whatever. But it's like, okay. She's speaking about it as if they were like, you know, together for like a whole generation. Okay, maybe not. It should work now. Sire, it's no good. What? We can't stabilize the engine system. It can't run for more than 10 minutes. Darn it. My mind hasn't been the same since I became an outlaw. Hey, Dagger. So when do you want to go on that airship cruise? What are you talking about? What am I thinking? I asked the girl at the... Never mind. Well, it sounds like you've asked the wrong girl. Oh shit. Wait, I can explain. Yeah, he did though. Why bother? Go have a wonderful time. Oh man. And see, I said it in a previous stream, but she flicked her hair, and guess what was showing there under her hair? It's like that was you know, I think basically if that had any meaning, then it seems like the game has some sense of indeed her butt showing having like some meaning, at least in certain contexts, and therefore it's like well, what, Matt? Her hair is usually blocking it. It's like not. It's not all the time. Not all the time. And so basically, the game is sort of signaling that. It's signaling on some level that it is sort of a sexual kind of thing, that they're, you know, that she looks that way. It's like, what, Matt? She can't have like a shapely rear end. It's like, I don't know. It's like, you know, she's wearing like it's like skin tight. I don't know. Oh man. Okay, how about this? If I get first place in tomorrow's hunting festival, you and me will go out on a date. How does that have anything to do with me? Come on, please. Fine. Okay, it's a date. Oh boy. It may be tradition, but this is a dreadful festival. So many lives lost every year, especially because of him. Hardly. The festival is a test of manhood. I tingle with excitement every year. This is the last carriage. All the preparations for the Festival of the Hunt are complete. Very good. Now we wait for the signal. Yes, sir. Oh, shit. Be careful what you tingle for. The fangs have been freed. What? We haven't even received the minister's authorization. We believe that they're going to release him any minute. Alright, release the mus. Or release the moose, rather. The mus. Release the moose before they let him loose. Hurry. Oh, shit. All is ready. Alright, stand by. This year's specimen is perfect. Nothing can stop him. Ha ha ha. What power. Hey, make him stop. It's too early to let him loose. There are a lot of old man designs around this area that I think... Is that the same design, like, of, like, multiple old men in this area? How? I have no control over him. Damn it! Open the gate at once! The gate's gonna fall apart! Go, Zagnol! Okay, Zagnol. We have Zagnol points. Oh, okay, yeah. Where's Zidane? Please, Princess, you might actually enjoy it. Okay. I wonder if Zidane's improved his skills. Oh, this is going by fast. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Alright, let's begin. Festival of the Hunt. Hunters on your mark. Ferocious beasts swarm about the castle town. The bigger the catch, the higher the score. Festival of the Hunt. The time limit is 12 minutes. Use air cabs to go to other districts. Once you lose in a battle, you'll be forced to retire. The winner will be crowned Master Hunter and receive the Hunter's reward. Who will come out on top? We're level 10, so we could make it. What do you wish for your Hunter's reward? I'll go with Gil all the way. I'll take an add-on. Oh, okay. And you, Mr. BB? Okay, yeah. So, what? I never signed up. I thought you would do pretty well, so I signed you up. Don't worry. With your black magic, it'll be a piece of cake. I don't know. That was very inconsiderate of you, Zane. Oh. How about this? If you win, I'll fix you up for a date with Dagger. Me and the princess. Shh, keep it down. What was that? You just mentioned the princess? What evil deeds are you plotting now? It's nothing, right, Phoebe? Yeah. So, what would you like for your reward? Oh, I'll take a card. Okay, Gil, an add-on, and a card. The festival will begin shortly. You all have different starting points. Hunter Zane will start in the theater district. Hunter Freya will start in the industrial district, and Hunter Vivi will start in the business district. Oh, that's funny. Business district for Vivi. Okay, let's go save, and then I think this is it for the night. But this will be fun, you know. If or when I come back for a stream of this, maybe tomorrow morning. You know, it should be fun. Yeah, I don't know. I hope everyone has a good night. I'm trying. Okay, see you later. Hey guys, we're back with more Final Fantasy IX, and this should be the Festival of the Hunt. Probably be able to do the whole festival if I'm able to actually play the game. And I laugh because it's on me, so there we go. Alright, well, let's do it. Here we go. Lose if you are already okay, we're just gonna go for it. Probably gonna hear a... Never mind, we're just gonna be fine. Okay. Theater District. Okay. I've been reading One Piece. I'd recommend it. It's pretty good. You know, or am I saying go and run out and read One Piece before anything else? Actually, no. In fact, I've read almost all of the first 2 volumes of Akira so far. I'd recommend reading those. I'd recommend reading Akira more than One Piece. I don't. The air cab bound. Okay. I don't have. See that cat? Oh, I hate that fucking cat, man. Oh my. Okay, no, Matt. Things are going well. Things are going well. Things are going well. Things are going well. I'd recommend Akira over One Piece. Yeah, Akira's super good, but One Piece is good, and it's kind of nice. It really is just like kind of, you know, life lessons. Such rudeness, princess. They are treating you like a commoner. Oh man, you know what? Let me breathe a little bit. That cat's been a fucking nightmare. That cat is like the blight on my existence. Almost everything is, but we're gonna transcend to a better thing. We're gonna think only of what we want, and then I'm never gonna have to hear a thing like that again. I'm never getting a pet. No, it shall be me and only human beings in the house. And if bugs come in, then I'm really not a bug killer. So you know, if a fly flies by, then fine. But we're going to have only people. And only good people, because a bad person is just as good as a cat. Oh hush, we get a great view from here. You're right. I can see the entire town. Princess, look, Master Vivi is also participating. I can't believe it. He seemed reluctant earlier. Master Vivi, the princess and I are rooting for you. Come on, Vivi. You can do it. No, Master Vivi. Look out. Oh gosh, I can't watch anymore. You can't win just by running. A good defense is the best defense. Oh, that's Steiner, never mind. You can't win just by running. A good defense is the best defense. Attack! You can't lose to that monkey, Zidane. Yes, that's it. I love Steiner. He has the balls to straight up call somebody a monkey. It's like, you know, sometimes. Well, plus Zidane has a fucking tail. I don't know. I don't mean like a group of people. I mean like a specific person. You know, some people just they may not deserve anything other than derision. At least currently. It's like, yeah, but Matt, live as if you are already okay. Oh yeah, no, absolutely, and I stand by that. And I hope that those people would live that way too, but many people do bad things. I don't know if we're gonna finish let's just relax. Let's relax. We don't have to look to finish the Festival of the Hunt in this one stream. Now's your chance. One more time. Vivi, behind you. Sorry, my accent might be off this morning. Yeah, hold on. Let's chart our time right now. 9:33. Okay, perfect. Okay, so 33, that'll put us at about 32 for the time. So let's say we're going until around 30, hopefully. Something like that. So 12 minutes without too many pauses and interruptions. Once we get started, should be good, but we'll see. Yeah. There are many things that are scary, but that's it. I have written, oh yeah. So I think this one might be the most helpful one, and I do have this written elsewhere. But don't live in fear. Their goal, me living in fear. You are 100%. Oh, that's so good. That's kind of the whole thing, isn't it? it's nice because in One Piece, yeah, so One Piece has Illuminati undertones, pirates and stuff. It has all sorts of like skull and bones, whatever. It has like devilish undertones. It has all sorts of stuff, but it is like, as far as undertones and sort of like etc aside, like there's a lot that I like, and I think that almost mostly what I like the Marines, like the bullshit Marine guys. It's like, the Marines are the bad guys. They're horrible in One Piece. Now here's the thing: now that's not true. They have a bad captain, or they have a captain and who's like very horrible. And then once he's gone, like, then it seems like, oh, now the Marines are like generally seen as good guys, and it's like, all right, so it's still a fairly statist kind of thing, but there are a lot of good messages, and I like Luffy. He just smiles, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna be the best, and he just, he's kind of drifting in his boat, and I don't know, pretty cool. And it's like a T-rated manga, so it's a little like, it's not like M-rated. In fact, I think Akira's basically more M-rated, but it's kind of cutting. There's a bite to it, and it might like kind of surprise you. It's like, oh yeah, this actually isn't for kids. It is like, it's like, oh well, great, you're not reading a book for children. It's like, well, book for kids might be fine too, but it actually is like, if a kid was reading it, there'd probably be a decent amount of things where it's like, they maybe shouldn't be, but. Yeah, I like One Piece. I've enjoyed it. Super cute women characters too. Almost every character who's a woman, like almost everyone, it's just like entrancingly beautiful, but. One of them might be a member of the crew soon. That'd be great. Okay. Great. So let's start with Zidane. I'm probably gonna have another little snack period soon, but till then, let's go. Oh shit, yeah, we gotta go fight. We gotta fight! Great Scott! I think we should be pretty good. If we win, we win. Well, we get. Basically, if we win, Dagger will go out on a date with us. Now, I'm not actually a huge fan of how he did it, and I like Dagger's response too. She's like, he's like, if I win the tournament, will you go out with me? And she's like, what does that have to do with me? Or he's like, or I think he said, like, if I win the tournament, like, you go out on a date with me. And she's like, what does that have to do with me? Like, in terms of, like, what does you winning the tournament have to do with me, like, saying yes or no to a date with you? Like in terms of, like, why would that necessitate that I say yes? Now, trance is cool in this game. It feels a little flowier, because in many other games you can kind of save, as long as you don't use your limit break ability, you can save your limit break. Final Fantasy X you can, I think FF7 you can, I think FF8, I don't even know, FF8's weird. I'm not even sure FF8 really has limit breaks. This game feels like half limit breaks because you don't always get to do like a big attack. Like Steiner, I don't think has an attack or anything. But sometimes you do. And see, we wasted the limit breaks. See, it's kind of nice, just philosophically. The gameplay wise, it's not as easy to deal with. Philosophically though, it's like, yeah, like, you know, you get into a trance and then, you know, the moment is whatever the moment is. And so it's gonna be maybe a good time or maybe not for a trance. And you could probably kind of snipe it if you want. Like you could probably set up a trance in advance, but once that trance starts to happen, like, you know, that it's going until it's done, and that would be until the end of whatever battle it is. Vivi leads with fucking. Oh my god. Well, you know what? That's fine actually. If Vivi wins, we get a card. Shit. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. No. We should have gotten more fucking items. We should have gotten more items. I can't believe Vivi's leading. Shit. Damn it. Come on. Can I fucking... Darn it. What? Is there no way... I feel like Steiner. Is there no way... This is no time to relax. Are there any more fights for me though? Like, that's crazy. Oh my goodness. 38 points. Yeah, well, I guess, you know, if Vivi wins, fine. Oh wait, I think there's a way we didn't effing go. Oh no. Where's that thing? How do we get past this? Well, this is a funny ending to the frickin' Festival of the Hunt, isn't it? Look at this. What are we supposed to do? Oh, okay. We gotta wait. That's what it was. I didn't wait. Crap. I thought to wait, and it was like, I don't have time to wait. But no, we didn't have time not to wait. Oh well. I don't know. Maybe they get a lead early on us. We're probably gonna frickin' die, though. Oh, crap. Yeah, wait a second. We could frickin' die. Uh-oh. Especially with the Zagnol. Uh-oh. Crap. I don't think I'm fucking ready for this. Not with my lack of health items. Shit. Alright, well, let's use a high potion after the next attack. Damn it. I should have gotten more potions. Freya leads with 61. Uh-oh. Freya wants equipment. Okay. Actually, you know what? Gil is the thing we least want. So really, we want Zidane to win the least, because I've got Gil. Yeah, there's almost no way we're winning, especially because after the next high potion, that's it. We don't have any healing. Oh, we can heal with ore. We can heal with ore. Okay, it's either or. We're gonna heal with ore. Let's heal right now. Because we have to actually fucking heal, or else we're gonna fucking die. We need to heal with ore. Hopefully ore does a lot. Come on, ore. Thank goodness. I can't believe I remembered it. 52, are you kidding me? Oh boy. Oh my god. Nope, that's not gonna work. That's simply not gonna work. Shit. Now we're just gonna spend the whole frickin' fight healing. Oh boy. Okay, fine. Damn it. He's gonna kill us. He's gonna fucking kill us. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We're about to die. Oh, we're about to die. Uh-oh. Shit. Damn it. I can't believe it. I can't fucking believe it. Oh boy. We're gonna fucking die. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. And then you got the goon squad with the cat. Can you imagine that? Okay. Don't imagine it. Don't put yourself through that. I hate that fucking thing more than any. Oh no, not. Oh man, it's got a lot of competition. It's like, why don't you call the cat a he? Look, sometimes you earn your way to getting knocked back to an it pronoun. Oh boy. Can we use ore outside of battle in this? Because we're. I doubt it. Darn it. Freya leads with 81. Yeah. Trick Sparrow 1 point. You kidding me, man? Well, it's all a trick, isn't it? Yeah, okay, you know what? The potions are where we screwed up. If we wanted to do well here, we should have gotten a lot of potions. That's where we screwed up. Because we could have taken these things down fairly easily. Nope. And you know what? I wonder. I think the law of attraction might be a big fear mechanism. Maybe, maybe not. Well, no, look, I don't want to diss the law of attraction and stuff. I'm just saying there's a lot of fear, and then I think many of my spiritual, what are we doing here? Oh, he starts in the theater district. Okay. Well, that was whatever. You know what? If we're going to survive, because I think if we die, we might really die. Whatever. Often these days, it's funny because classically I haven't found myself necessarily doing this, but now that I've really gotten into look, I'd really just like to get my life different. I'd like my circumstances to change. Now it seems like it's sort of like a little bit of, oh no, put yourself on a leash, because if you say too much, then the law of attraction is going to come get you, and it's like, it's just fear over here and fear over there, you know, it's crazy. Yeah, don't live in fear. And you know what? I think the law of attraction might be the devil's bargain, because it's basically like, oh, you want your circumstances to be good? Look, I'm not trying to diss the law of attraction. I'd like things to go well, but it's like, all right, oh, you want your circumstances to be good? Okay, so here's the deal. And indeed, Aesop Rock actually said this, and I wonder if he wouldn't say, like, Matt, that's exactly what I was talking about. But he said the game is how much pain can you tolerate. In one of his more recent albums, I think in the past maybe couple, but he's like, yeah, the name of the game is how much pain can you tolerate, or something like that. Now, what it seems to be is like, okay, so you want your circumstances to go well. What we're going to do is we're going to attack you with a yowling cat. We're going to attack you with every person in your town in Rhode Island just coming after you savagely and brutally. We're going to attack you with every member of your family treating you badly. And what you've got to do is you've got to shut your mouth and stay positive the entire time, and then maybe you'll get your treats. And that's called the law of attraction. I don't know. And so that's how, let's track it up. I'm going to track it back down. That's how you get a bunch of horrible people in Washington who are standing there like, well, we're not going to mention anything. You know why? Because if we mention anything, then we're going to get knocked back off our pedestal, because we gotta stay positive, because we want all our treats. And so you have a bunch of people seemingly at the top, but really, as Matt McKinley might say, they're low, fiddle and bends low, whatever fiddle and bends is. I don't know. It's whatever. They're actually at the bottom, but what they are is they've got this like big smile, and they act in a real positive way. And then if anything's going wrong, well, they've just got to kind of turn a blind eye to it, because how much pain can you tolerate? Because they want to have a good life, they want to have a nice life, and therefore they smile and they disregard everything. And indeed, then as you can see, they become a tool in the machine to continue doing all of the bad things. And so it starts with a rah, 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 and then if you pretend that isn't fucking obnoxious for long enough, then you get to have a job where somebody is like doing horrible little things to you. And if you pretend that isn't bad for long enough, then you get to be some kind of like public servant where you're like destroying people. And you might not even want to do that, but you're like, man, if I don't just shut up and like smile, then I'm not going to be at the top of this heap, and my life isn't going to be good, and I'm going to be back down there with that cat. But if you can just while you're down here with the cat, if you can just say no, I'd rather remain real and 100%. I don't know. And it's like, well, Matt, then you're sitting here on a Wednesday morning with no viewers on a Twitch stream doing Final Fantasy IX, and you're working on a video, and it's probably going to be miraculously good. Already, like, it's coming out well. I don't want to just necessarily like brag or something, but you're probably going to be working on something that's going to be really good, and then you're going to put it up on Twitch, and hopefully, or Twitch, on YouTube. Hopefully it gets a bunch of views, but it may be like it may be the greatest masterpiece of all time, and perhaps it'll, you know, you know what? Let's talk about it. Let's hope that it gets a lot of views. But the funny thing is, it's like, yeah, Matt. Oh, you wanna talk about what's going on? All right, you can be clear, you can be frank, and you can live not in fear. But if you do, then you may continue to live as you are. And it's like, you know what? I'd so much rather live in an honest way than end up becoming like fucking and end up living less honestly and seeming to get more rewards. So go, Matt, you're living an honest life. It's like, yeah, pretty honest. Pretty honest. Not so many rewards, but what are you gonna do? I'd like to get more rewards soon. Actually, I think I'm in the fucking Truman Show anyway, so if you guys are all watching me, then you should be paying me. Or, you know, whatever. It's like, well, Matt, you didn't demand payment. It's like, look, how about I demand it now? How about I say, anyone secretly watching me, you do not have the right to do so. It doesn't matter. They're going to keep doing it if they are doing it. And you know what? Actually, I wouldn't want to enter into a contract with those people. So it's like, I don't give anyone permission to watch me in fucking private. I don't give anyone permission to do any of the things it seems like they've been doing. See, does it work now? It's like, oh no, Matt, it's about money. You have to demand money. And it's like, no, how about I just don't give you permission? And then if you continue to do so, as you've continued to do so, then it will continue to be a violation as it has been. How about that? That's, you know, that's fine. You know, not a lot of good people around. Oh boy, just like in the movie, just like in No Country for Old Men. Oh, he's a psychopathic killer, but hey, there are plenty of them around. Oh boy, okay. I love that fucking movie. That's a great one. And but here's the thing. I think you can probably go the other way with it. You can probably start in that way and kind of like, you know, basically shut your mouth to success, or perhaps you can go the other way with it and you can just burn. You can do the opposite, and you can burn through it. You can burn through the fear. You can burn through the scary sense of like, oh, I said too much, or like, oh, now the fear is going to get me. And you can live as if you are indeed 100% as you are. And if you can live like that, and if you can live like that long enough, then you burn through it and you go through the other end. And now you're not like, oh, you're becoming like the boss I had at a hotel where the customers were being charged for things that they weren't actually getting, nor did they actually, basically things that they didn't things that didn't apply to them, but they were being charged because not because anyone was consciously doing it, because there was a thing we charge everyone and then we go back and check. But of course, like, there really wasn't a great way to go back and check if people forgot to check in the first place. And so you put the charges on and then you take them off, and then suddenly all these people are getting falsely charged. And you know, I'm not gonna become. You see, you can go one way, and you can become like the boss I had there, who said a lot of thought went into this when I explained the situation to him, and then just didn't do anything about it because he didn't really care, or he didn't want to rock the boat or something. Perhaps he was thinking he was doing a law of attraction for himself. And so he ended up becoming like a kind of a horrible person, or at least like a pretty bad one. Or you could do the other way, perhaps, and you can burn through it. You can say, I'm at 100%, I'm going to continue talking, and I'm going to be just as inconvenient as I'm going to be, whether that's inconvenient or not, for anyone in my path who's doing bad things. And I'm going to continue talking about it, and perhaps I'm going to continue being the only one talking about it. Like I was the only one talking about it at that job. Other people didn't like the charging thing in the first place, but in terms of the false charging, nobody. It's like they didn't like the charging in the first place, but as about the false charging, they didn't seem to really care at all. And I'd be the only one there talking about that. I'm going to be the only one defending another guy who's getting bullied at a different job. I'm going to be the only one doing that. I'm going to be the only one. I may be the only one. You know why? Because perhaps I'm the only one not living in fear. And if I do that long enough, but I do it confidently enough, then perhaps I will burn through the other side, and I won't be the silent witness to horror and like, oh, we better not talk about it or else we feel the pull of the universe down to some kind of less preferable life. Perhaps I will be the opposite, where I will be the person who actually stands for the good and 14 points. Okay. I will be the person who stands for the good, and I will be the person who is doing good, and I will be the person who also gets all the rewards as well, because I burned through it the other way. And the whole key to the game wasn't thinking positively. I mean, thinking positively may be nice, but the whole key to the game was you're going to live without fear. And it's like, what, Matt? So, but here's the thing. It's like, because this is, that is fair. It's like, well, okay, Matt, so what? You're saying that, sort of, because you've talked about these things before. You're saying that, sort of complaining about something is tantamount to being good, and if you're not sort of like, oh, so the cat's yowling, if you're just not going to complain about it, it's like, well, does it feel like you're shutting up about it otherwise? I don't know. I'm not quite sure, but it basically, it does feel, well, here's a good, elixir. I don't want to use the elixir. Yeah, we're fine. We're done. Let's just wait it out. Basically, it does feel, when something's happening like this, and I'm just sitting here and I'm not mentioning it, and it's like, oh, like, just don't mention it. It's like, it feels like I'm living in fear. This doesn't feel like fear. Not really. This feels like standing up and speaking out about it, even though I've got these little things pulling at me saying, you're going to get worse results. You're going to get worse results. It feels like living in fear doing the other thing. It's like, oh, I better not do it. I'd like to say something about this, but I better not do it because otherwise I'm living in fear. That feels like living in fear. Or rather, I better not say something about it because otherwise I'm going to get worse results. No, I don't know. You know what? It's like, couldn't you silently not live in fear? I suppose. And maybe that's kind of what it is. If you can sort of silently not live in fear, and you can just sort of, without talking about it, you can sort of internally like burn through it. That may be another thing. And, you know, maybe there is. It's like, yeah, Matt. See, you went the route of expression. You're talking about the route of expression and suppression. This is the Sedona method. Well, here you go. This is the Sedona method. You're talking about the route of expression or suppression, but what about the route of actually letting go? And actually, like, I don't know. It's like, okay, I get it. I get it. I will say, though, it doesn't seem like, I'm not sure. I'd love to actually sit down with Hale Dwoskin and say, like, so Hale, what do you think about the Illuminati? Like, I wonder what Hale would say. Would he be like, well, you know, I can't talk about it, or I don't know. Okay, hold on. Oh boy, 9:59. Okay, time to go. We'll be back maybe later. Hey guys. So here we are with Final Fantasy IX. Oh boy. Okay. Couple updates. So first of all, new video coming out on Friday. As far as It's scheduled for Friday night, so check out American Noble Friday night, and there will be a manhunt video. And I think it came out well. If anyone's been watching the streams of Manhunt, this is the video from those. So it's called Manhunt: A Dark Night. Next, there is going to be a new playlist. There is a new playlist. It is out now, but all the videos that are currently on it, not all of the videos are available yet, but yeah, check it out. It's called Startling Videos. And so basically, I like that. Wait a second. I hope I have that. Wait a second. Oh, you know what? I think I might have to update something anyway. But in any case, I like the way that I have my videos arranged on the other 4 playlists. However, I don't think it does the best job of directing you to. I don't think it does the best job of directing you to the videos that you're probably going to be impressed by. And so, what do we see here? Where is this? Yeah, here we go. Is this it? Do we have the right ones there? No, yeah, we don't. Okay, this is it. And now, we got it. Okay. Okay, good. So anyway, yeah, I don't think that prior playlist does the greatest job of directing you to all the best videos. I think Somewhat Polished has a lot of good videos in it. Look, I think they're all probably worth watching. A lot of them probably reiterate certain things, but the way it was set up, okay. Now there's a 5th playlist, and the 5th playlist, basically it's like, hey, look, you want to check out some videos where it's like, you know, maybe it's basically, do you want to just skip right to something where it's like, okay, if I watch this, I'll have like some sense of whether I'd like to continue to watch this guy's stuff, and then you can maybe get into the deeper cuts and blah blah blah. Then that's a good playlist. So you can check out what's on it. Actually, one of them is from a different channel of mine, but I do consider it, you know, I still like it as a video of mine. So yeah. Oh. So I'm ahead of schedule. I'm quite ahead of schedule this week, so that's helpful. Now, today, I still have some more things to do today, but they're more routine stuff. They're more routine things. They're more maintenance things. Whatever. I'm getting a little heaped and jeeped right now. But, yeah. Hey. So those are the 2 announcements. I'd like to have a nice little stream here. I don't know how long it's going to be. This is just kind of hanging out. Hopefully, you know, it'll be sort of an easygoing, relaxing stream. I think, you know, when you get something done, it would actually be an interesting thing to point to. And I've talked about this in a video. I'm not sure. I don't know. But in any case, there's a great episode of The Office, or there's a good scene in an episode. And Jim just did some kind of sale. I don't know. I think maybe he had a certain like number of sales that he wanted to get to before he like celebrated, and so maybe it was a certain size of a sale. Maybe it was like I made this much money or whatever. But cumulatively, whatever. But anyway, Jim achieved some kind of success, but he's all alone in the office, and I guess sort of, you know, sort of illustratively, he is all alone, having achieved this success. Like, here he is, everyone else is gone, and he's alone in the office, and he's like, well, I made it. I did it. Like, basically, you know, symbolically and literally, he stayed there later than everybody else, at least that day, or longer than everybody else to get this thing done. And now it's done, and he's sitting there alone. I think it's at night anyway, I don't know, but I'm imagining sort of a darkened office. And he pulls open a little drawer in his desk, and there's like a little bottle of whatever, whiskey or whatever he had to celebrate this success. It might have been a specific company that he sold to, I don't know. But in any case, he's sitting all alone, and so I'm not saying that sitting alone is necessarily a bad thing, but often there's a sense of, like, you know, you work on something and then you get to the end of it and you're like, oh great, and you're glad, but there's still sort of like a nervous tension, and you're kind of just sitting there, and it's like, and so this is it's kind of funny to sort of do an example, because that I'm really feeling that, but yeah. Also, another good thing, another good one. This is kind of the anti that, actually, because I don't think. Wait a second. Oh yeah, there's a great moment in the movie Sideways. I'd say the book's interesting as well. And the book really emphasizes how sort of unsavory the main characters are. Like, in the movie, the main characters aren't like super good people, but in the book, it's like, ooh boy, like they're kind of villains, and not even really in a fun way. It's just sort of like they're just kind of contemptible. But so Paul Giamatti's character in the movie, though. I don't want to spoil it, but there's a fairly similar scene to the one in The Office, actually. And I don't think it's necessarily in the same kind of circumstance, but in any case, it comes off in a similar way. If you see the movie Sideways, if you haven't seen it, I'd recommend it. And if you do watch it, you'll probably know what I was talking about if you remember this. If you have seen it, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. So either way, I need not mention it until you see the movie. You'll probably know based on what I was saying about the Office scene. But yeah, oh, that one's good. Oh boy. I think the gym one might be better. I think it's easy to sort of write off The Office, like, oh yeah, The Office. It's a pretty funny comedy, and you know, it's probably fairly high quality, but it is a network comedy. I think The Office is really good. I think it's like that scene, I think might be better than the scene in Sideways. I think The Office, I was talking about this, but you know, you have Mad Men, you have, like, you know, your shows that maybe aren't that great, but then over here, sort of on the other side of the spectrum, or you know, further towards the other side, you have like Mad Men. Like that's one of the best. Like I think Mad Men's probably my favorite show. Is it the best show ever made? Could be. But then, you know, underneath Mad Men, like relatively far underneath, you have Mr. Robot, where it has like a lot of good stuff. Check out that first episode; it's great. But you know, Mr. Robot, it's pretty good. Elliot explaining these computer terms, but he's explaining them in a way where it's sort of like metaphorical, and he's kind of talking about life. One of the things is, like, I've thought back to it many times. It's amazing. Elliot talks about how their hideout was encrypted in real life. I think it was their hideout he was talking about. And what he meant was that basically they didn't have any like internet access or whatever. Like basically, like their hideout it was just like a hideout somewhere. And so it was encrypted in real life because there wasn't a way, or I think they did, I think they kind of did have it, whatever. They had, whatever. In any case, like encrypting something in real life, meaning you're just going and hiding somewhere. Basically, like it's not connected to a network or something, like blah blah blah. But it's a great like sort of freeing phrase and thing to think about. And the one I watched last night, I think the episode was called Metadata, and in it, Elliot. It's not very long, but Elliot talks a little bit about like metadata. He's like, metadata is the data behind the data. Metadata tells you about when the data was made, where it was made. You can learn so much from meta, and it's just like these little cool things. So Mr. Robot's a good show. Really good performances, or a lot of them. I'm not sure about a lot of actresses, like who knows what's going on, but if let's just say if that actress who plays Angela is legitimate, she's just about the hottest woman in all of existence. The ultimate. She is. There's never been anyone more attractive than she is. If she's legitimate, let's just say. There's never been a more attractive person. There can't be. She like, you think of the ideal beauty, and she's beyond it. It's unbelievable. Like I've thought of her and maybe even described her in writing or whatever before. Like I think maybe in one of my Substacks, I think I described her as like she's basically an alien. Like I think she might be an alien. She's too good looking. I don't know. Portia Doubleday, I think it is. But in that show, I don't know. She's too good looking. Anyway. But she's also her acting is pretty good, and you got Christian Slater, and he's pretty good. It's interesting as well to see Christian Slater in that show. I was thinking of this last night. You see him in a scene with like Tyrell Wellick, that's a character in the show, and he's pretty interesting. Like I like him, although I'm not sure how much of his look contributes to it. I think some actors have a certain look and a certain role. Like they appeal to you in a couple of different ways, and then it's like, oh, that performance was great. Perhaps the performance was good, but it might be like a lot. It might be different factors. So you got Tyrell Wellick, and you also have actually Portia Doubleday in that scene playing Angela, and then you have I ate her liver with fava beans and a side of Chianti. But anyway, and then whatever, a nice Chianti. And then you have Christian Slater, and he's sitting there. It was either in that scene or maybe in a scene where he's talking to Angela, and he's sitting there. And I think it was because I was thinking about like how good of an acting job is Tyrell Wellick's. Like, is his acting job really that good? I think his wife's acting job might be better. She's pretty freaking good too, and she's also if she's legitimate, let's say, she's otherworldly hot. Like this show is just full of, ooh boy, and like they all seem like they're like billionaires. Like it's just like they're just like shining with like money, and like it's just but Christian Slater is there, and here's the thing, it's like you can kind of tell. Years ago, I sent a text to a friend of mine, and classically, I don't think he even fucking responded. But I still think it was an interesting thing, interesting observation. But like, I saw some behind-the-scenes video of like, I think it was one of the Marvel movies, or in any case, I think it was the guy who played Thor, probably behind the scenes of making one of the Marvel movies. And he was like walking up to the camera. And like, I guess he kind of had like a blank expression, or he just, he wasn't really doing much, but he just kind of like walked up to the camera, whoever was holding it, and it seemed like he had a glow. Like it seemed like he was glowing. And I think I sent a text to someone, and I was like, hey, like check out this video. Like this guy's like glowing. Like it seems essentially like it was like, oh, like I had already gotten into spirituality and stuff, and it was like I think this guy's like vibrating on a really high level. And in any case, check out the episode Metadata. It's in the 3rd season of Mr. Robot. But I think the scene where it's Tyrell, Angela, and Mr. Robot, who is Christian Slater. See, people call Elliot Mr. Robot, Rami Malek, but Mr. Robot's actually his father. It's actually a store. Whatever. In any case, oh wait, damn it. Oh. Okay, well, whatever. Sorry if there are any spoilers. Anyway, so there's Christian Slater, though, and identity. Just okay. Well, first of all, Elliot's sister, and I'm not sure about her either, if she's legitimate. If she is legitimate, there's kind of something haunting about her, and she's sort of like wrong side of the tracks, kind of appealing. But in any case, Elliot says like, he says like, it's me. And she's like, yeah, well, you know what? With you, that's not a that's not a simple statement. But in any case, Christian Slater's sitting there, and I was sitting there, and I had already been thinking, like, you know, how good of an acting job is Tyrell Wellick doing versus, like, you know, maybe it's how he looks, or like even Swedish accent, or, you know, slight accent, to the point where, like, I didn't even realize he had an accent for a while. And then in any case, and it's like, but he's Christian Slater's there, and I'm looking at Christian Slater, and it's like, yeah, you know what? Like, this is a movie star. This is a guy who's like a movie star, like a Hollywood level actor. Yeah, he happens to be on a TV show. You know, TV sort of, for a little while at least, TV became kind of the new movies, where it was like, you want to see the best, highest quality stuff, you're looking at TV. I'm talking about Mad Men. I'm talking about, well, The Office, and maybe we'll go back to that just in a second. But Christian Slater's there, and oh man, he's this guy, like, look at him. Christian Slater is a Hollywood actor, and you can tell, like, there's something different about him, where it's like, I bet, like, a lot of these people, if they walked into a room, even if you didn't know whom they were, if they walked into a room, they'd probably have there'd be something about them where it'd be like, that guy's special. And so you see him next to these TV actors, and I'm not trying to put, Martin Wallstrom, I think it might be, and then Portia Doubleday down. I think, you know, for a while I was like, I really was a big fan of Tyrell Wellick. Like, I was like, oh, yeah, he's awesome. And then I was like, oh, I don't know if it's, you know, in any case, like, I like Tyrell. When he's in a scene, it's cool. And I even like how his wife's character calls him Turl. She's like, Turl, but then everyone else calls him Tyrell, and it's like, how do you pronounce his name? Because she's Swedish, and so I guess she's Swedish, and so is he, so wouldn't she pronounce it correctly? So perhaps it's Turl Wellick, and he just goes along with what people are saying because he's kind of a businessman. So they call him Tyrell, and he's just like, oh yes, hello, but of course it's like, well, actually my name is Turl, but of course, like, he's like a business guy. It's probably like, all right, like, I'm here to make money. I'm not here to tell you what my name is. In any case, Christian Slater's there, and it's like, yeah, here's Portia, here's Martin, and then here's Christian, and it's like, all right, so you know, see, Portia or Martin Portia walks into a room, Martin walks into a room, you're probably going to be like, well, Portia walks into a room, you're going to be like, oh my god. Martin walks into a room, you're probably going to be like, all right, how that guy's probably pretty rich, like, whatever. But they walk into a room, like, they probably have some kind of air, like, they're special. Even in, like, some kind of, like, area where, like, there are a lot of rich people or something, they walk into an office, it's probably like, okay, but they're special. But then Christian Slater walks in, and it's like, all right, he's one step removed. And so I think there is, like, with a legitimate Hollywood actor, I think there might be a difference. Like, I think it's just, I don't know. I think it might be like I don't know what it is. But anyway, to get back to The Office, I think The Office, here's Mad Men, and here's Mr. Robot. It's like a little down. And then above Mr. Robot, I would say, but not at Mad Men, not even at Mad Men, is Girls. Girls is awesome. But I would put Girls above Mr. Robot. I think the show is great. HBO, so it's sort of like, it's even a little beyond TV to some extent. It's like, oh yeah, it's TV. It's TV, but it's almost like a film project. But between Girls and Mad Men, even maybe with Mad Men, maybe even on some level above Mad Men, I think The Office is just outstanding. And of course, The Office has Steve Carell, and Steve Carell is great. It's funny, actually, because Will Ferrell comes in, and he's in The Office for a little bit, but Steve Carell is like, he's like a legitimate actor. I think Will Ferrell has been pretty funny, but Will Ferrell, it's like, all right, yeah, he's like an actor in comedy movies. He's got his thing and blah, blah, blah. You know, he'd probably look a little strange next to a TV actor. He probably still has that kind of thing, but Steve Carell, it's like, oh man. It's like Steve Carell will make you cry, and then he'll make you laugh like 4 times harder than you've ever laughed in your life. Not even than you've ever laughed at Will Ferrell. Oh my God. And you get a little of that with Jim. See, John Krasinski, I think he's been in movies maybe. John Krasinski, I think he's still a little bit back in TV land, but like he's got a little bit of Hollywood there. I don't know. Actually, interestingly enough, perhaps one of the reasons, or one of the things, perhaps one of the things you can point to about The Office, it might be how many actors in The Office ended up being at least somewhat movie adjacent. Rainn Wilson, he's been in movies. He's mostly known for The Office, but he was in House of a Thousand Corpses. Oh, House of a Thousand Corpses. Yeah, that's really good. But yeah, then of course Steve Carell. Not to mention, of course, what's his name, who was in the Blacklist, but he was also an actor. He came in. He was Robert California. And he definitely, he has a bit of like an actor vibe. Interestingly, Steve Carell, and Will Ferrell, not to mention, I think Jim maybe at one point, and Dwight, I think, were all managers. And so the managers, it's funny, like the manager class of The Office is also kind of the Hollywood class of the actors in The Office. It's like, oh yeah, you want to be a manager in The Office? You got to be Robert California, whatever his name is. You got to be Will Ferrell. You've got to be, you've got to be Idris Elba. Yeah, you want to be a manager in The Office? You got to be Idris Elba. You got to be Steve Carell. It's like, yeah, no, it's kind of like a higher position in The Office, but it's also like a higher position of actor on the show to some extent. It's like, oh yeah, well, you better have some Hollywood star power if you want to be a manager in this company, in this TV show. Otherwise you're going to be a worker. Well, Matt, what does that make Michael's boss? Michael's boss, I like him actually. I think he's cool, but yeah, Michael's boss, I don't know if he actually looks like he'd just be like a highly paid guy in some kind of super white collar company. David Wallace, yeah, he just seems like he dropped out of a fucking dropped out of a super high paid company. Yeah. I mean, in real life, because I know someone who was pretty successful, and let's just say he and David Wallace probably have a fairly similar vibe. Actually, I will say, if you're looking to make a lot of money, and this might be a good note for me as well, and you're looking to do some Tony Robbins role modeling, check out Unlimited Power. You might want to role model David Wallace in The Office. As a character, I think he's like, he kind of comes off as like, yeah, this guy makes a lot of money. This is the personality type where generally, like, this is going to be a guy who is like a higher up in a company. He's not going to be a famous guy. He might not be doing anything like super notable morally or anything, but like in terms of like just making money, like, oh, he's just a rich guy with a nice house. It's like, if you role model that personality, you're probably going to end up like that. well, let's while away the time on this. Okay. And do we have to fight the Zagnol or what? Yeah. We lost. Oh, Freya wins. Okay, so we got equipment. The winner is Freya. Okay, great. That was marvelous, all of you. 133 points. Congratulations. We grant you the Master Hunter and your reward. What did she get? Coral ring. Oh, okay. Master Hunter. My hat's off to you, Freya. I don't know how you racked up so many points. The fruits of my training, I suppose. Regent. Please forgive my intrusion. I bring urgent news from our king. The king of Bermesia? Sire, you must not let him see you like this. Take a good look at him. An injury has blinded him. Continue. Our kingdom is being attacked by some unknown force. We are severely outmatched. Please send reinforcements immediately. The enemy looks like an army of mages wearing steeple-crowned hats. The king and I are old friends. We will send reinforcements to Bermesia immediately. Thank you, Regent. The king and all of Bermesia will be most grateful. I must return now. Ugh. Take him to the infirmary. It's too late. He's gone. It's a miracle he even made it this far. I can't believe this is happening. This is a problem. Because of the festival, there are hardly any men left in the castle. It will take time to mobilize. We have no choice. Call back the 4th Aerial Division patrolling the border. But if we recall the 4th, we will lose our eyes over Alexandria. Quack, quack. Bermesia is our ally. We must help them. Steeple-crowned hats. They might be black mages like Bibi. It can't be. Could it be Mother? I must go now. I cannot sit and wait for the reinforcements. I'm coming with you. No, this doesn't concern you. What's this? I'm a stranger all of a sudden? I'm not going to sit back and watch your home get destroyed, alright? Thank you, Zidane. Can I come too? I want to find out who they really are. Sure. Alright then, let's go to Bermesia. Princess, this is a foreign matter. It has nothing to do with us. Steiner is right. We don't know if Alexandria is involved. But if black mages are involved, Zidane, you know what I'm talking about. If Mother's behind this, I'll make her stop. I promise. I think you should stay here. What? We don't know what to expect there. I've already faced great danger coming here. What's the difference? Dagger, this is war. A lot of people are gonna die. I know that. How did you feel when you saw that Bermesian soldier die just now? I felt sad, of course. Just sad? Were you scared too? Obviously, you haven't realized how dangerous it's gonna be. You could get killed. This is no time to be talking about convincing your mother of anything. But now is not the time to argue. He's right. We must head to Bermesia at once. Will you open the Dragon's Gate? Of course. If you're going by foot, leaving from that gate is the best way. Let us eat while we wait for the gate to open. Oh boy, they're fucking eating again. Yay, I'm so hungry. I wonder if they had this just so that, like, oh, we designed this whole dinner thing, we better make them eat twice. The Festival of the Hunt Feast is one of our oldest traditions. It began well over 5 centuries ago. It is customary to eat everything with your hands, so go on before it gets cold. Thank you, Uncle. It's so good. Let's just eat. We can't do anything until the gate opens. You're right. Hey, not bad. This is wonderful. Princess, how is everything? Why aren't you eating? Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Everything is so delicious. Indeed it is, especially this beef. It is superb. I love Snyder. He's funny, man. Oh, I'm so full. I'm getting sleepy now. Oh no. What the? The food is poisoned! Dagger! How could I be so careless? Ugh. I'm starting to feel sick. Forgive me, Princess. I should have tasted it for poison. That's impossible. There shouldn't be any in your dish. What? Now that you mention it, I feel just fine. How did you know? Princess, you didn't. It's not poison. It's just medicinal herbs Zane gave me. Believe me, this was not what I had planned. Steiner, I have to make my own decisions. Oh, there we go. Okay. Look, I recommend that everyone make their own decisions. However, I also recommend that you see through abortion propaganda. Thank you. I had no choice. Uncle Sid would never let me leave the castle. Not only that, but also anti-femininity, pro-women donning masculinity propaganda. That too. I recommend you see through a lot of things. That is because he is concerned about you. I understand, but... No, you don't understand. War is a terrible thing. You must never experience it as I have. I'm sorry, Princess. I cannot follow any orders that might put your life in danger. What if Alexandria is behind the attack on Bernicia? It could lead to war between the 3 great nations. Hold on. Many innocent people will die. As the Princess of Alexandria, there must be something I can do. I have to help Mother. I don't want to see anything happen to her. Very well. Princess, I will follow you wherever you choose. There we go. There we go. We got the C word. We got the real C word there, ladies and gentlemen. One of the forms of it. Okay. Thank you. Let's go before everyone wakes up. I'm sorry, Zidane. Come on. Dagger. Where are you going? It must have been some sort of sleeping medicine. It was sleeping weed. We'd been had. Zidane gave me some weed. I gave her some because she said she was having problems sleeping. I'm impressed. There's more to her than meets the eye. Damn, what the heck is she thinking? What was she thinking? What were they thinking? Maybe she's heading to Bernicia. Then you might still be able to catch up with her. Vivi, wake up. We're going to Bernicia. Let's head for the Gizamaluk's Grotto. Once we pass through the grotto, we will be in Bernicia. You can leave from the Dragon's Gate, located on the base level. What? Okay, cool. And wait, is he here? Is he still here? Oh, there he is. What's up, dude? You can leave from the Dragon's Gate, located on the base level. Then head for the Gazamuluk's Grotto, as Freya said, to go to Promethea. I like how they put as Freya said. It's like, basically, he's repeating what she said, and perhaps on some level they're like, this is going to sound repetitive if we don't have him say as she said. Okay. That's fine. Look at this beautiful game. This is the Wes Anderson movie of Final Fantasy games. That's it. That's a good name for some title, something. The Wes Anderson movie of Final Fantasy games, or the Wes Anderson of Final Fantasy. I don't know. Yeah, maybe just the Wes Anderson of Final Fantasy. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Well, I don't know. No, I want the whole thing. Matt, you want the whole thing? Want the whole thing? Okay. Oh. Favorite shield of Sid 5. Yeah, this guy's fucking Sid 9. Sid, every Final Fantasy, or probably generally every Final Fantasy mainline, has a Sid. Final Fantasy 15 has Sydney, or in the English version, Cindy. I don't know why they couldn't just keep it Sydney, then it would still be a Sid, although then it would be more hermaphroditic, so thank God. But anyway, yeah. So that, of a game full of callbacks, this might be the best callback. This guy is literally Sid 9, and this is Final Fantasy 9. So favorite shield of Sid 5, crafted by Fabrizio, Quartz Blacksmith. I wonder if that shield is actually somewhat representative of like the FF5 Sid. I don't know. Favorite armor of Sid 6, crafted by Gabriel, Quartz Blacksmith. I'm not even sure whom Sid was in Final Fantasy 6. I think he was the Opera House guy. I don't know. Favorite bow of Sid 7, crafted by Andrea Court Bowyer. Bowyer. Now that's I don't know if I've ever seen that word. Maybe I've never read this thing. Yeah, Sid had a spear in Final Fantasy VII. He was a main character. Party member. Okay. The Royal Chamber is upstairs. Okay. Oh, we got to go through the we have to go through the Royal Chamber. Oh, good thing. Thank goodness we talked to him. You are not permitted to enter the Royal Chamber. Wait a second. Don't we have to go through the Royal Chamber? Wait. Oh, let's go. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure that we're going to the right place. Oh, by the way, we made it through without getting super lost. I don't know what it was, but there was a part in this city that I did not know where to go, and I actually looked it up online, I think, on the time I actually beat this game. Locate on the base level. Okay. Great. So are we going to live as if we're already okay? Now here's the thing. You can accomplish so much. You can get whatever you're going to get. You could paint the biggest painting anyone's ever painted. It's the 17 Chapel. But you can, but you might still feel like this, like I watched that Cartoli video last night. You might feel some nervous tension. Like, yeah, you know what? Like you accomplished it, and then it almost feels like you didn't accomplish it. Because what you're really looking to accomplish, Serpent's Gate, yeah. By the way, the Serpent's Trail, Amon Amarth, great song. That song, if you want just a quick song telling you the spiritual path, check out the Serpent's Trail. Oh boy, at least some kind of spiritual path. Doesn't even seem like it sounds like a devilish thing. No, check it out. It's as of now, it's their Chronology's final song. And if they never make another album, that would be maybe one of the best final songs of all time. It's really good. But yeah, basically, like what you were trying to do. Here's the thing: you may have thought you were trying to make a good YouTube video. You may have thought you were trying to make a lot of money. You may have thought you were trying to make a good sale, like Jim in the office, or whatever. You may have thought you were trying to publish some kind of, get some kind of novel published or something, like what's his name in Sideways, Miles and Sideways, played by Paul Giamatti. You may have thought you were trying to do all these different things, and maybe you were. Maybe you actually were, which is great. But maybe you were really trying to achieve some kind of ultimate spiritual destiny. Like you were trying to achieve enlightenment or something. But it was like, once I do this, then everything's going to be okay. I will have arrived. Like them getting a car company in Mad Men. Like when you have a car, you've arrived. Which is interesting. I don't know if they described it quite like that, but however they said it, it might have had somewhat of a similar wordplay thing going on. Mad Men's just great. But it's like, yeah, no, when you have a car, you've arrived. And so you may have been looking to arrive somewhere, and it's like, oh, well, I've finally arrived, right? Because I made the Manhunt video. It's like, well, you made the Manhunt video, and maybe it's really good. And maybe you're even going to make a lot of money from it. Maybe everyone's going to watch it and they're going to all be impressed this Friday. Maybe, I don't know. But in any case, you're looking for spiritual enlightenment, but you were looking for it through doing this thing. And maybe you felt like there was some kind of sense of like, well, you were doing this, but it was sort of a metaphor, and you're going to poke through. And so maybe there is some relevance to that, and maybe it could be the case. And perhaps like the Jim sitting in the office example, and perhaps other things like that, or just like you achieve something and you think everything's going to be great, maybe, and then it's like, okay, well, yeah, maybe I did achieve it, but I'm still here, something like that. Perhaps that's not saying that by doing something you can't break through that membrane, but perhaps it's just saying that you didn't break through the membrane, and you may have accomplished the relative thing, but this was you also heading at full speed or high speed towards the membrane, and you didn't break through. So perhaps it was just yet another chance you could have broken through, or perhaps it's really just an idea of basically what's blocking me from enlightenment is the idea that I still have to achieve enlightenment, and so you're trying to break through that idea, but what you really want to do is let go of it.